I was
Fucking
watching the other day.
legends.
Oh, yeah, we were watching those like clips the other day. What was it that Sam did where Taliesin was just laughing so hard?
I mean, you're gonna have to narrow that down because
Yeah.
Taliesin laughs hard at so much.
His entire forehead was red, and that's all you could see because he was covering his face.
Oh, shit. Shit, I can't think of it.
We're up.
Live right now, so
Yeah, I think we just opened with shit twice.
That's my hello internet. That's my thought process. Welcome aboard.
Shit.
I just swear a bunch and then the thoughts pop into my head.
I thought that was me.
No, you just swear.
Ah, fair. Yeah.
You just swear and the drink appears in your hand. That's the.
True.
Like 5 Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm only
In the
at
same
1 right
glass.
now. I gotta catch up.
but in any case, hi everybody.
Glad to be back.
Glad to be
Alright.
back screaming. Oh,
It's been 14
it's been
days.
forever.
Yeah, it's been 14 days.
It's been it feels like forever.
It does feel like forever.
Yeah.
I missed this.
I did too.
What did you miss? What happened last session?
Stuff and
And then
things.
the
Stuff happened.
Here's Sharice with the update. Sharice. Even it's the microphone.
But in any case, so we after we finally crash landed and got into the bad dimension with the beholder, we did eventually manage to get out.
You mean the abyss?
The abyss. So we managed to get out, and we kind of popped through the portal that the beholder made for us with our new scars that I will now claim as tattoos. We got buddy tattoos. Anyway, so we've landed, and we're like, okay, and we're right outside of where we entered into to reach Leah's home village. And so we landed there, and then all of a sudden, pop, 2 goblins appeared, and we're like, danger, we're going to kill. And they're like, whoa, we just got here. What did we do to you? Turns out they were different goblins. And so
With very close names though. Like the names all have the same structure, so we were like,
and they were different colors. But like we were just like sitting there like, there's more of them. There's more.
multiplying.
And so we got some more
Gale-
history of where the goblins came from. And but they still refuse to show us on how the heck they make the magic items. So, but then Kidis put on the goggles finally, and had to make a wisdom saving throw because that was not meant for her brain to try to comprehend. But basically, I could see through dimensions. It was great.
I can taste colors.
The thing is, I got to see Philo. I got to see a little bit of Philo. I was worth it.
Yep.
So, in any case, so then
Don't do drugs, kids. You might see Philo.
Oh my gosh.
So we left the goblins alone and pointed them in the direction that we last remembered the bad goblins were, in hopes that maybe they'll fight it out. So then we left on our ship to where we wanted to go, which was Happy Town. It was called something else, but I'm calling it Happy Town. And so on the ship, so in case any of you were not there or do not remember, Candace got a gift from the beholder that was a little dark mist thing that went inside her. And so we're just like, okay. And so everyone went to bed, and Candace was like, so I don't know if this is going to attack us or not. So we're going to try to figure out what it is. Well, the thing all of a sudden opened up her chest and tried just crawling out of her. And we're like, oh, lovely. And so then Gail heard her wrestling with this thing with her Fey Queen's help of trying to keep her, because the thing was trying to take her soul with it. And so they were wrestling, and everyone kept trying to stab it. We kept having to make wisdom saving throws, and Doku gave us the most horrifying nightmares.
My gosh.
The entire time.
The real adrenaline that coursed through my body.
But
you were literally sweating the entire time.
Shaking.
And so, as a chihuahua, Leah came in, chucked something Kittis is and big the thing.
The size is about right.
Oh, you beat me to it, you bastard! Oh.
Pat.
Your hand.
And every
Yeah,
time.
that's what a chihuahua's like.
One of these days. One of these days I'll make good on that threat.
But in any case, though, so we went and so we managed to get the thing to not steal her necklace, but it escaped, and we assume it's fear. That's what we're assuming it is. And so then it managed to escape, and now Kittis's soul is leaking, and out of the necklace, and I'm like, So
Therese, I keep telling you, those are tears.
So Kittis takes a little shot glass and makes a little contraption for the necklace to kind of like leak into the shot glass, and then
Very 5-minute craft.
very 5-minute craft style. I'm just like, we gotta like band-aid this thing before because it causes problems. And then Candace is like, remember the bonsai tree of where that philo soul kind of resided in. So she's been kind of just dumping the liquid into the bonsai tree and hoping for the best.
She's really putting her heart and soul into gardening.
Yes, she is. Quite literally. So then we arrived to Happy Town, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, the Warforged that we kidnapped and gave over to the Fae Queens there. All the way back in Cedar Dark. Because Kittis danced with her once and said, this one we're saving. And so it turns out the Warforged, I think her name was like Sylvia?
Yes, with Sylvia. Yeah, she seems sweet.
So Sylvia,
I'm scared though.
Sylvia was very, very sweet. She was teaching all the town folk the dance that Kittis taught her. And so then they met up and they're like, oh my word, how are you doing? And it was so great. And learned that apparently she's no longer attached to the Fae Queens. Like, I'm going to forge my own path. And is now super friendly with the goblins in this town. And so, forge. Anyway, so.
That's what got me chuckling.
So in any case, so then we went to her house. She has a big house given to her by the town, right next to, I think, the mayor's place. And then she has a bunch of, like, nothing in there except for, like, a bunch of gold at the top and then a little altar with a little picture of what we assume is either the soul used to power her or herself, her human version of herself. We don't know which.
We don't know quite yet.
We don't know technically what it is, but it's an altar to herself, basically, in some form or manner. And so then we met up with the goblins. They're now red goblins. I have no idea what their names are, but
Similar names. There was okay. Gobto and Fobto are the ones that we don't like. Gobna and Fobna, and then Gobta and Fobta.
woo. So wait, was that actually right?
I believe these ones were Gobna and Fobna.
Yeah.
And then you guys don't like Gobta and Fobta.
No, Gobto and
No.
Fobta.
It was
Yeah,
Gobto and Fobto.
So
Yeah.
So yes, I did get them right.
woo. So any case though, so we sat there. Kittis did not eat anything. There was an ungodly amount of food, but she did shove some into her bag of holding to feed her pets. and so then they can have food for quite a while. And so then and then she was like, hey, by the way, there's one person that's kind of killing the vibe of this town and keeping it from being like the happiest town, so go take care of them for us.
Do you need us to kill that guy for you?
We interpret that as Maladale.
So that's all I remember, folks.
It's
There was one
appropriate.
other thing. There was a Gale thing. A Gale and Kittis thing. Gale gave some of his life essence to Kittis because she was hungry.
Yeah, I remember that. And now your HP is like temporarily stuck at that what level?
Yeah,
I'm so
basically.
sorry.
No, it's cool. It was just really funny because I rolled 14 hit points when we went up to level 8, and I lost 14 hit points that session. So Miguel, nothing has changed health-wise.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and then,
It was just a really fun moment.
everyone had a fun little heart-to-heart with like
Yeah.
Cedar, and Leah had a heart-to-heart, and Gail and Kittis had a weird heart-to-heart.
I thought it was quite nice.
Gail and Peter had a hangout as burritos. Yep, they like had burrito.
Burrito mode.
Gordito mode. But yeah,
Gordito.
so if you want to see those
Because
awesome,
Caesar was overstimulated.
if you want to see those awesome roleplay
That's a
moments, go on
fucking
last session.
mood.
And don't
I don't know why I'm
forget,
on the phone with that.
Sylvia no longer wanted to have strength. She wanted to have dex. And that's another
Yep.
reason why she was like, "Hey, go get rid of this guy, and then bring me his arms."
Yeah.
Give me his arms.
So
Yeah,
Arms,
and
I
that
shall
was the
melt
deal,
them on my
because-
wall.
Oh yeah, that's the other important thing is that Sylvia, my bestie, turns out to be the one that the gauntlets are on, and so we're Leah's currently trying to get the gauntlet things from her to put on the fire giant. So yeah, and Kid is gonna hang out upstairs for most of this session trying to fix her dang soul.
Oh my gosh.
all right, that's a pretty good recap. Pretty good recap.
Heck yeah.
A lot of stuff went down, so it's pretty awesome.
Very eventful session.
It was.
I'm trying to remember exactly where we ended. 'Cause I
We
did-
ended like right after the dinner.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you guys got wined and dined, and then side quested,
Right.
and then and then we kind of stopped there. So perfect. Yeah. So I still have the maps up, so you guys are still just kind of hanging out in Sylvia's place, and you guys kind of had your dinner and winded down for the evening, and yeah. So she kind of nods to you guys and bids you guys adieu as well, as she goes into another empty kind of chamber, and actually,
Oh,
basically,
no, that's right. She had I'm sorry. At the end of last session, she left to go do something.
That's right. She's leaving, and because did she go back to the town? I think she said she went back to the town to kind of finish
Yeah.
up, right? Because it's
Mhm.
the day of rest.
Yeah, and then Leah had asked her to send over some nice, like quite a bit of just nice marble.
Okay, so you needed marble. Okay,
As opposed to marbles.
as opposed to marbles.
There's like a typo in the order, and
We
there's
all
just a
lost
bunch of little beads
Correct.
come over.
It's the hard part about 14 days. I'm like, where exactly did we end?
Mhm.
14 days!
I was just thinking about that.
All right. So she kind of takes off, and you guys are hanging out in her house. And I'll say it's probably mid-afternoon at this point. I think is where we're at. Probably around 4-ish. Maybe a little bit later into the afternoon. Sun's still up, but it is kind of setting in the distance. And that is kind of where we'll be. So she takes off. You guys are hanging out in her house. A bunch of food. Goblins left. And she will organize the delivery for you probably tomorrow. She'll have it kind of dropped by, and she'd welcome you guys to stay as long as you need. So go ahead and take it away.
Alright. And so what was because I know she gave it to us, but I don't remember because it's been 2 weeks. What was the name of the guy that Leah's supposed to go deal with?
Yeah. I don't believe you guys ever got names.
No, we did. I remember that because I remember thinking I can put this into the compass and have the compass point me that way.
Gotcha. I remember it was a designation. I thought it was a designation still, because I don't think he had an official
Yes,
name.
it was a designation. It was fuck.
Let's just retcon say X10.
I don't think it was fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it's fuck X10. Got it.
It's a lot of fucking.
Right. It's
It seems we're going this way with all the red lights.
it's,
Oh my gosh.
it's the fun universal nuancing killbot. It's fuck X10.
That's what you say as this thing is coming to kill you.
Right.
Like you're a Brotherhood of Steel knight chasing down a Yao Guai.
So we'll just say it's X10. because
wow.
I did not have it in my notes. So I also didn't put it in my names book, so that's on me. So we'll retcon say X10 is the name or the designation, because she had a designation too. So
But so Leah's gonna shortly after the robot leaves, Leah's gonna get up and just go, look, just message me whenever the delivery comes over. I'm gonna go try and peacefully deal with this.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, heads up when that happens.
Yep.
And if you come into any trouble with the fuckbot, please let us know over the neural
I've
network.
never had trouble with that.
No
all right,
comment.
so moving
You've come
on.
across this robot before.
So yes, Leah takes off and heads down, pulling out her compass and kind of following along. So your compass will actually lead you to the south of the city, on where all the farmland is. It's a huge section of farmland still within the walls, and there's dozens of different types of crops, which is really strange for this time of year, because we're still kind of late. Late? We rolled over New Year's, didn't we? We did. So it's still kind of yeah, we did. So it's still springish. So the seeds should be kind of not as far grown from this time of year. So it's the noticing of the oddness that you kind of pay attention to. But your compass will eventually lead you to a farmstead, and you actually see what looks to be just a warforged tilling land. Seemingly minding his own business, and I'll pull him up and get the maps ready.
Oh, that's
Just
a very nice map.
gotta remember where I put him.
Very pretty map.
Of course, Discord keeps popping up. Take a poll! I'm like, no, stop it. I'm just trying to get my images.
It's like the Microsoft. It's like the paperclip from Microsoft Word that just keeps popping up every once in a while.
No, nobody loves you, Clippy.
I saw a meme.
I like Clippy.
Clippy was one of my favorite memes.
He was my only friend. I'm just messing. I wasn't that bad.
It's in really bad taste, but it was my favorite meme I ever saw, and it was a Clippy meme. And it was like, to whoever's going to read this, goodbye, cruel world. And then it's Clippy popping up in the bottom corner, and he's like, I see you're writing a suicide note. Can I help you with that? And I'm like, oh my god, that is the worst. And I'm like, it's so on brand though. It's so on brand for Clippy.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
No.
I think we'll be titling this episode, Please Don't Demonetize Us.
I mean, we should be doing that for every session,
I mean,
right? Just
It's
Like,
probably
20 minutes
it's good
so
we're
hard.
not monetized. That's the
Record.
yeah.
Bold of me to think we were monetized in the first place.
Well, there goes my hopes and dreams.
But so Leah walks up and she goes, "Hi, I was wondering if you were maybe X10."
I am. I was. And I
You
am.
were?
Yes. I'm trying out a new name.
What's that?
Mike.
If my cousin Mike is watching this, hi.
X10 is just a little too informal.
So, Mike, what is it like to be related to a halfling?
I am not related to a halfling.
I like
You're
how
talking about my cousin now, aren't you?
Please continue. Please continue.
uh, I'm sorry. That was a bit of a joke that I like to do.
Your comedy escapes me. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
So I was wondering.
Ha ha.
I've been told you have these special bracers on your arms, and I was wondering what I might be able to do to acquire them.
And he kind of just pauses for a second, like he's over processing, and you can actually see like the mechanics of his ears kind of pop out and go back in as he's like, you can kind of hear the hum engage.
That's cool.
I cannot offer you part of who I am. I do not know you, and I need my dexterity to till my crops properly. They require a lot of attention in a day. And he kind of points over to his farmland, which has like 70-pound pumpkins and like corn stalks that are fully grown and eggplants that look like cabbages. So they're this weird crossbreed of like cabbage eggplants that you've never seen before. And he's just kind of motioning to you that, it's like, no, basically, but he's still trying to be polite.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't really want to bring this up, but it seems as though some people in town are not the fondest of you, and I'm trying to understand why.
Hey, buddy, people hate you. Give me your
Yes.
arm.
Yes.
I'll explain later.
I recently moved here, and my association to my old friends and that reputation preceded me, and I do not know how people knew about my old my old boss. Should you know about my bracers, you likely know who I'm speaking of.
I do.
And I have only come here to farm. You see, the owner of this farm was recently deceased, and so I moved in.
I see.
And he kind of points over to this small, shallow mound of just dirt and gravel, like pretty much adjacent to the front door of the farm.
Oh gosh.
Well, could I maybe help you with your farming, and in return, if I do enough, I could get those bracers from you. Maybe I could get you a new set of arms.
You know, my old friend Sylvia has bracers as well. You can ask her for hers.
I have, and she would like yours. So to get yours.
I see. Well, I believe this conduct is inappropriate and is, I believe, by social standards. Yes?
Somewhat. I'm being as I'm trying to approach this as cautiously as I can, while still being semi-direct, because I'm not really one for beating around the bush.
Yes. With my limited understanding of people, I still see that to be true. I cannot offer you my arms in any exchange for labor. However, if you convince the town people that I am good, maybe I can hire help, and I would not need my dexterity if I had hands to help with my farming.
Okay. That I can work with. Thank you.
And he kind of gives this like little nod, but he's like glitching out a little bit and like twitches like 14 times in like what was supposed to be a subtle nod.
And she'll nod back and she'll walk away.
Please take one of my pumpkins. And he kind of picks up like probably 45-pound pumpkin. Like it's huge. Like it's bigger than a beach ball. And he kind of sets it in your arms.
And with one arm, she throws it over her shoulder, and she'll walk back to Sylvia's place.
Thank you for stopping by. And he kind of waves. And then kind of just goes back to farming.
And as she heads back, she goes back to Sylvia's place, and she says to the others, "All right, so we to get Sylvia's bracers, we need to get X10 bracers, who apparently also now goes by Mike. To get Mike's bracers, we need to get the townspeople to like him."
Okay.
How?
I don't know. I mean, technically, he's in the same boat as Sylvia. They both did bad things under old management. But somehow somehow the townspeople like Sylvia but hate Mike. So if we can figure out, in my head, if we can figure out what the difference is.
Well, Sylvia knows how to dance.
But just because you can dance doesn't mean people are gonna like you. If I hated you and you started dancing in front of me, I'd still punch you in the face.
But dancing makes everything better. Even if you did want to punch them in the face, you couldn't deny their grace and dexterity,
True.
of which I have neither.
Also true.
You know,
Thanks, sis.
if we go and talk with some of the townspeople, we might be able to find the difference. And also, I mean, if I put in a good word for him, I mean, out of anybody, I feel like my opinion might be a little relevant to this particular matter, seeing as their old boss was Silvico. So, you know, kind of have a bit more experience with that than most.
Yeah, you're great at convincing people of things.
I'm sorry, who got voted as a queen?
With the help from magic.
Yes, but I still did.
I'm still really confused about the whole queen being voted thing. It's cool. I'm still a little bit confused.
It's the way things have been done for a long time. I don't know either, really. It just is, okay?
The leader of the country not knowing how the legal system works. Great for the country.
She's just acknowledging the tradition.
Just like our country.
She's just acknowledging the tradition is a weird thing.
We make fun of Americans for not knowing how our legal system works.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I make fun of Americans not knowing how your legal system works.
That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah.
So you'll be made fun of for not knowing how your D&D kingdom works. Well,
but
So maybe we can walk around, kind of ask people their opinions on the two of them, see if there's a concrete reason, and then work from there.
Maybe we need to be a bit more specific. Maybe we should write down a list of questions to ask people, and then as we stand in the marketplace, we could ask people to fill out a questionnaire.
I mean, we could.
If it were me, I would hate that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that could be quite effective.
True, but like, it'd be weird
if we have
talking
someone
about-
coming past us in the marketplace, we say, "Excuse me, do you have 5 minutes to answer a few questions about something concerning your lives?" I think that could work.
No. How do you know? Because while the information would be invaluable, the amount of people that would give us that information is next to none.
And we want people in this town to still somewhat tolerate us.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good idea, but from my decades of experience, it doesn't matter how good the idea is. If the execution is like that, it's never going to end well.
I see.
This just gives me flashbacks because I've had so many people coming up to me lately to sign petitions. like, I'm sorry, just go away now. I'm done.
When people come up to approach me, I'm like, no. My
One
work
of these
uniform.
days-
My work uniform is a blue shirt, so heaven forbid I have to go to Walmart to shop for the store to shop for work. On behalf of my boss, because I always get asked questions in the Walmart. I'm like, I don't work here.
See, I just get asked
See,
questions about walking around in my black clothes, so you know, it's
See, my default
It's
answer
what I
would
get
be
for being
aisle
an
7.
emo.
Just aisle 7.
Yeah, just to see what the hell happens.
Yeah.
Could not do that to the workers. Having to deal with that after you.
Oh,
Yeah. Actually, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I know, but still.
but yeah, back to the
Like, back to game.
game.
Alright.
Please.
So,
Away from reality, please.
So, towards the, I mean, as the day goes on, traveling to the South City and then coming all the way back, you can kind of see the sun is now setting, and even on your way back to Sylvia's place, the shops were already kind of beginning to. Well, the shops were all closed, but you can see everyone just kind of like just making sure everything is secure. Everyone's kind of just relaxing, but most people are kind of now kind of exiting the square and heading home towards the streets. So the streets are getting a little bit busier as kind of people are walking. But you're seeing a bunch of people actually start entering the mayor's mansion, and a lot more lights come on, and you can kind of start to hear some grand piano music just coming right from the mayor's house, which is what you guys are next to. So there seems to be like a small party going on for the people who still want to kind of continue their day of rest.
I'm gonna head in there because that's where I was honestly planning on going anyways.
Crash the party. All right, hold on.
A little bit.
heck yeah.
Let me see if I have a
Get a
mayor's
little bit
house.
drunk. Get a little bit drunk beforehand. Just go, "What's up, everybody?"
Is everyone joining?
Yeah, I think I'd be up for like moving around the town a little bit to ask the questions. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, as long as I know what questions I'm asking. I don't people very well, but I'm sure I can adapt somehow.
Okay. I need a notebook tomorrow.
I'll look for a bookstore and I'll see if I can pick something up for you. Okay, kiddos?
Okay. Also, how much of my soul is left in the necklace versus the tree? By this point,
Roll a nice Arcana. Let's find out.
let's see.
That description out of context. I'm just saying.
How much of my soul is in the tree?
Let's see. That's 18.
Okay. With an 18, you'll understand that about 50% of your soul is now kind of watering this tree. You have half of your available health pool and half of your available spell slots.
Okay, dokie.
Oh.
I'm going to cut that down in
For
half.
the
Then.
love of everything, stay in the house.
Fine, I won't go with.
Yeah. Kiddos, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I just need some paper. Like now.
Like now?
Now.
Okay. Oh. I was about to try and conjure paper, but then I realized it would go away in an hour, so that's not very useful.
No.
You two head to the party. I'm gonna go grab her a notebook, and I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I think after those two head out, Kiddos, we're gonna figure out what's going on with your soul, okay?
Just give me a notebook.
Okay. You let me know if you need anything else, okay? We're here for you. And I'm gonna go try to find a bookstore.
All right. So you kind of head out into the city with Kittis, and the sun set pretty quickly. There are some mountains kind of around the area that kind of block out the sun, so it's kind of like a twilight hour, but everything's kind of cast in shade at this point. And again, everything's closed, but as you kind of make your way through market streets and things like that, you do come across a couple of general stores and a bookstore, but everything does seem to be locked up and closed.
Dang it.
I mean,
Break in.
How locked are we talking?
probably about Canada locked.
I'm gonna put my
I
hood
don't know
on.
what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either. I'm just smiling and nodding.
Many parts of Canada leave their doors unlocked because they're so not worried about crime. So, or if there is a lock, there's like a basic lock, not even a deadbolt. So,
I could change that.
Harry, no.
change Canada's behavior towards crime.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, what?
Road trip.
I forget who it was, but there was a documentary that was done where he just walked into people's houses, and like people were just like super chill, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, wrong house. I was looking for so and so," and they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem."
Perfect.
And like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, I get surprised when, like, maintenance people come around the dorms. Like, I get surprised at that. If somebody just walked into my house, I'd be like, go away.
All I have to say is thank God that wasn't Texas.
oh, I know.
Oh, but yeah,
I really want to make a joke, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try and contain myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try and pick the lock. I've got my hood up and like my cloak is kind of covering my wing and stuff. You know, those identifying factors.
Go and roll just a. Are you going to the bookstore or like a general store?
Oh, the bookstore.
Okay.
Wait, are you with me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were still at the house. You came with me on the.
According to Doku, I apparently came with you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you did. I thought you did. Sorry. Did you want to stay at the house?
Mom and Dad
No,
are
it's
friend date.
Oh,
Mom and Dad are time date, apparently.
my bad. I misunderstood that. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
You're good.
This, I need you. And as we're going up, okay, it's locked. I need you to do something that I don't know if you are used to doing. Be inconspicuous.
She looks down in her clothing, looks at her bonsai tree and shot glass full of soul, and just like looks back at you.
Or you can cross the road, stay over there, and keep lookout.
Okay, as long as you pay the shopkeep.
Yeah, no, I'm paying. I promise.
Okay. And she kind of just goes across the street.
All right. So, roll a stealth with I'll say, I guess since they're assisting, a +4, and then roll a sleight of hand with +4 because you have a lookout, so you feel safer.
Right. 21 for stealth.
Oh, you're clearly seen.
Nice.
+4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or plus like a D4 or +4?
Plus a D4.
Oh, for the
The lockpicking, yeah.
the lock picking,
Yeah.
yeah. And a 17 for sleight of hand.
All right. So you're definitely not seen. And you kind of tinker around for a few moments, and the lockpick, really, it was a basic tumbler lock, and it really only had 2 posts. Like, it was super easy to pick, and you just 1 and 2, and the door kind of opens and slowly begins to creak. And you're definitely not noticed, but what you notice are the snores of an old what is we'll just make him human, just a really old man, sleeping in like a rocking chair, and you can hear the creaks of the rocking chair as it's going back and forth, and he's sleeping, but he's got kind of a book that's like fell open into his lap, and he's just out cold, and there's like a little snot bubble that's kind of expanding and shrinking,
Ew.
expanding and shrinking.
Ew.
That is gross.
upon seeing that there is somebody in here, I'm gonna start using that camouflage that I can use with the ability Yellow gave me.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of take a very quick sweep around, kind of realize how it's organized, and I'm gonna go get a notebook. Probably one of the thicker ones that I can find. And then I'm gonna also go over to the one of the like fiction sections and grab another book. Just for fun.
Oh, I think I know what
Keep her very-
you're looking for.
Yeah, you know.
Then okay. So I'd say you're able to kind of find both after a few minutes. You're go and roll one more stealth just for the giggles.
Gonna do metal dice. You said stealth?
Yeah.
And do I have any of the advantage?
Well, no, because you don't have a look. Well, you're in the store. You don't have. Nah, just normal stealth.
Okay.
I was like, because you don't really have a lookout in the store, and you're next to a
right.
sleeping dude, so you're a bit more aware.
16.
Okay.
He rolls disadvantage because he's sleeping.
Yeah, he's also probably partially deaf, so yeah, no, he's pretty out cold.
What?
You alright?
Stealing a book. What?
You hear a little bit of a stammer from him, like he's mumbling in his sleep, and he's, stop there. Don't. You stupid windmill. And he, like, continues to sleep.
And as I'm leaving, I'm going to leave a little bit of some gold on the counter.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say the fiction book was probably about a gold. And then the notebook would be like 2 silver, probably. I mean, it's paper, but there's a lot of books here, so they seem pretty well off when it comes to paper and things like that.
Yeah. And so I head back out, and then I relock the lock as I'm going, like just to no clues.
Just no clues. Just books
I
missing,
listen to
money
too many
there.
podcasts to make stupid mistakes.
So you definitely close back up over yourself, back after yourself, and then Kittis is kind of sitting there, and she sees you in your camouflage that actively turns from like hardwood flooring to like cobblestone street, as like you just shift from this like oaken brown to this like broken cracking like white color as your feathers like shift
Cool.
in and out of the building. 2 books in hand.
All right. Here's your notebook. I got one of the thicker ones for you, so you can use it for a while.
Thank you. Kittis like tucks it under one of her arms and then pours her next round of soul into the bonsai tree.
So,
how-
Charlotte.
You look tired? Is it because you're putting your soul in a tree? That's a sentence. Okay then.
Yeah, it's like I'm only halfway here.
Huh. I'm a little worried, but
Let's just go back to
things seem to turn out mostly okay for you, so we'll hope that train keeps going.
Yeah.
You want to go back to the house, or yeah, I'm thinking you're not really up for a party tonight. Yeah, no.
I mean,
I'm gonna kind of take her back to the house.
dang. Like, I know it's probably your last chance to party, but you're gonna go home and rest.
That is a mood.
You're very momming right now.
And so when she gets there, do you want to do anything in particular, or are you gonna lay down and rest?
Go back up to the room with the golden altar.
Okay, I think my pack's up there. If you need extra blankets, you can use my bedroll or something like that.
Okay.
Just make yourself comfortable, okay? Oh, and I kind of like reach into my satchel and pull out the pseudo dragon. If you start feeling really bad, send this to me. Mom, watch your granddaughter.
She kind of puts her like on her shoulder.
Do a quick perception check for both of you, actually.
Dragon Mom, watch your granddaughter.
Right.
Perception.
What is this
Um,
campaign?
I don't even know anymore, but I love it.
17.
12.
Okay. Cedar doesn't necessarily notice it, because she's kind of focusing on other things, making sure you're good and all that kind of fun stuff. But you notice that in the light, the dim light that the pseudo dragon actually kind of puts out naturally, even in this dark house, you see something shimmer on the bonsai tree. It looks like almost the outline of a crystal. And it's got this kind of pinkish hue to it in the right light. Now, in full light, you weren't able to see it, but it looks like a fruit is growing from the tree, much like it did with Philo's gem. But what you notice is that right next to it, the pink one, there is a small purple one growing as well. It's about a quarter the size.
Yes. Thank you. I love that even Kidis' soul is pink.
But Cedar leaves and joins everybody, I guess, crashing the party. Is Gale also crashing party?
Yeah, sure. He's up for a little bit of shenanigans.
Some shenanigans. All right.
I can't think of any other words as saying shenanigans just seem to fit so well.
I have shenan once and I will shenan again.
If anyone says the next person to say shenanigans, get pistol whipped.
Next person who says shenanigans. My dad showed me that clip.
So great.
I've never seen that. Send it to me at some point. Please.
I will.
Have you not seen Super Trooper?
No.
Oh man.
Well, I've seen a Super Trooper. I used to do like drama and that, so I know what they look like.
You got homework to do between. If you want a session ever again, you have to watch Super Troopers.
Oh goodness.
I don't know. I don't think it aged very well. So, but it was still.
Oh,
it had some pretty good comedy gold in it.
Okay.
As well as a scene
the
where
Super Trooper I'm referring to is a type of theatre light, nicknamed a Super Trooper. It's also what the ABBA song's about.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know what
Just
you're
a
talking about.
random ass jam effect.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a theatre kid. Can you tell?
What?
No. What?
Shh. Shh.
I mean, you're kind of a theater kid too.
Yeah, I hit
And
middle school.
like sort of, not as much as I would have wanted to be involved in theater, but I was.
I was super into theater all through high school.
I really liked it, but I didn't get a lot of opportunities too.
I'm not involved in theater at all. I'm not a stage manager for a production company.
Cool. I
Anyways,
still love the fact that like every other week we learn like some new thing that you do, and we're like what is it? There was, like, for the
we
first-
don't know you. This is the thing. Like
the entire first year of this streaming stuff, we did not know what you did for a career. We were just like hearing all these different things. We're like, what does he do?
it was like Chandler from Friends.
it's just, basically, yeah. just
He's a transpanster.
just don't say
That's
no
not
to
even
things.
a word.
Monster.
Honestly,
yeah.
my first thought was Barney Stinson. Please.
All right, so you begin to approach the house. and
Anyway, moving on.
Man, the ADHD is strong today.
and
Yeah.
small billows of white smoke seem to be making their way out of the seams and the cracks of the building. So the window seams, some of the windows are actually open, and a soft kind of white phase of just smoke kind of seems to be flushing itself out. And you just hear laughing and partying. And the door is actually kind of cracked open as well, kind of like, seems like it's saying like welcome to everybody, just come on in type stuff. Like they didn't bother even the butler is like taking a day off. You know what I mean?
Leah, do you think they're vaping in there?
I have no idea what that is.
Should not just make vaping candy. Oh,
What
God.
is vaping? I don't know.
You hear every few seconds.
Holy
Okay,
shit,
so
Darth Vader.
It's Darth Vader.
I was going to say, it's either vaping or Darth Vader,
Both.
and I am
It's a vaping Vader.
afraid of both.
It's a
Oh man, Vader's lungs are already messed up enough. He
a-
doesn't need to do
right.
that. Holy
it's a
smokes.
vilified vaping Vader with a viscous liquid full of vicious effects. I don't know.
Help me take
Celebration.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
this mask off. I want to vape.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So,
It's
No, go
cherry
ahead.
flavor.
oh, I was just asking what you guys were planning on doing. Did you guys want to stop
Alright.
and examine what the smoke might be, or you guys just want to kind of pop in?
I feel like Gail maybe want to at least try and get a hint of what sort of smells he's going to be walking
Yeah.
into. Like whether it's vape, whether it's anything stronger, you know, that sort of thing.
Roll, well, I guess just an investigation. And then if anyone's helping, you can
Investigation.
roll a...
I don't think I'm there yet. I'm still.
You would be.
Okay.
You kind of joined them, I'll just say.
Oh, it'd be here already? Okay.
Yeah. Unless they
Then
specifically wanted to...
I will help Cedar to give her advantage.
Okay.
That fast.
And I rolled
okay.
a 3.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Investigation. You said?
Please help.
Okay. That is a 16 for me. Oh
You
wait,
do
you
have
said
advantage if you need it.
Oh, never mind. Let's check in.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 24.
So Cedar kind of recognized this because you have a book, right? You have
Yes.
the book of all of the thingies that you have read.
No, that is Kidus
Oh,
who has
that's
the
Kidus.
poison.
Oh,
medicine.
okay, that's right. So either way,
You have
you're
a book.
Also
you
drugs. Oh no.
you kind of smell hints of what seems to be tobacco, but it's inside of like a sweet molasses. And you kind of recognize this as kind of a party, we'll call it a party peyote, if you will. It's such a concentrated form of tobacco that it actually makes people very lucid, and has like an ecstasy type of effect on people where they're just extremely happy and friendly. But you would know it as like a concentrated form of tobacco that's inside of a molasses. And you kind of, it's basically hookah, but with the intention of hallucinating.
Gosh.
And,
Gail's inside.
Oh, oh no.
and
Leah,
what
that entire house is full of drugs.
Sounds fun.
And I explained it to her.
Hmm.
Do you think he's breathing or not? Because sometimes he doesn't.
I don't know.
Sometimes he just doesn't
Sometimes
breathe.
he doesn't.
Your species
It
doesn't.
freaks me out.
Sometimes he just doesn't.
with the 24, you would also know that you don't have any risk of contact. But the amount of it it must be in there is insane for the fact that it's just kind of billowing out the seams
Yeah.
of the building.
I think we're good to head in there. Just be careful, I guess. I don't know.
Will do.
Make sure Gale doesn't smoke something. I don't know. If somebody offers him something, he might take it. I don't know.
Gail would be that one naive kid at like a college birthday party or like some sort of do who eats a brownie and realizes that there's a special ingredient in there. He's just sat on the sofa, just like.
Oh,
Perfect.
I love it.
Perfect.
I love it.
Everybody, you guys walk in and everybody is just partying. There's tankards on the ground, people just rolling on the floor laughing, like kegs of just wine that are just tapped and open lid that people are just dipping in, and everybody's singing and dancing. And then you see everybody kind of like lifting up one really extremely fat like guy with like this little pencily mustache and a top hat and monocle, but you'd expect him to be like in a suit, and he's just in like what looks to be a bed sheet wrapped around his person, and you can assume that he's probably the lead of this party, presumably also maybe the mayor, because everyone seems to be like partying him, and it's just chaos. And then in every room that you kind of walk by that has a door, if you were to peek in, you would see that there are just groups of people with these glass long-necked hookah style of smoking apparatuses, and everybody's just wasted. And then you walk in, and then people kind of like, as you're walking by and looking around, they drop the mayor and like yell at you guys like, ah, new people. And then they recognize you a little bit earlier, but then now just new people are kind of coming up and like trying to like touch you and like rub your arms and like full shake your hands and like and then like touch your face a little bit, and then like Gail's wings keep getting like pulled and plucked, and so does Cedar's, and like there's just this mob of people around you.
No touchy.
I mean, it's nice to meet people, but my membranes are very sensitive. Please, I don't know if you can. Not that side.
Ow! This one's pulling on my ear tuft. Hey,
Can-
hey, paws off.
Can we talk to the mayor for just a minute?
And he kind of like stumbles up from the ground. He's like, I'm the mayor. You can talk to me. And then he grabs like 4 tankards that are just on the ground that are just spilled, collects them. Or no, 3, because I think, yeah, Kittis is back in the house. Mm-hmm. And he dips them all in these wines, and he like passes them to you guys each.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you, Mr. Mercer.
Welcome.
So Leah will accept hers with the left hand, and with the right hand, she'll extend for a handshake.
He'll kind of take both of his hands into your hand and then like fall forward into you and then like look up. It's like, you're a tall woman.
And when he accepts the handshake, I'm actually gonna burn 5 points of lay on hands to cure a poison, curing making him sober.
Oh, we like drunk man.
So your intention is to cure the drunkenness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Which is considered a poison.
It is. So you heal his drunkenness.
Dear.
And he's like, whoa, I found my feet. This is crazy. And he like pulls up his hands and he's like, I have feet hands. And then he like tries to like walk on his hands, and he's still very, you got rid of the drunkenness, but literally you got rid of his downer, so now he's just extremely up.
I'm gonna do it again and cure him of his highness.
No. This is perfect if you want information.
So,
No, it's not. We need him lucid.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
so hold
You
on.
were saying, Doku?
I'm just looking at something
such a
really
vibe.
quick.
Okay.
I'm just imagining if Gail gets high at this party, it's going to be the funniest thing to ever act out. Given the fact I've never done drugs or anything like that, I've got no info going
How
in.
shocking.
Ha! Ha!
So you seem to kind of take the edge off, but even with healing, I'm just trying to think of how to explain this. So you kind of heal him to a way, and he kind of seems a little bit upset, and then he kind of then leans forward and puts his hand on you to kind of prop him up, and he just pukes. And he seems to be going through like a withdrawal, and he's really unhappy, and he kind of looks up at you, He's like, "What did you do, tall woman?" And he's still really glazed over in the eyes. So he seems to still be maybe partially high.
Yeah, she goes, look, I need 5 minutes of your time, and then you can go back to getting high off your ass. Sound good?
You can have 5 minutes of my time.
But I need you, I need you lucid.
No.
Oh, hang on. Let me
it's
go and
just
find something to help clear this up because that's going to be a mess.
grape wine
I'll
everywhere.
be right back.
Just steaming off of the floor,
Here.
and he's just like wasted. And it's like,
Oh wait.
what?
Can we go talk in your office or something?
In my office? We could definitely go to my office. And
Oh.
he escorts you guys kind of around the corner to a room that has this huge desk in it, and like 14 people are crowded around 2 hookah pipes just on his desk, and like as you open the door, poof, smoke just fills the hallway.
I start using my wings to try and like fan
Yeah.
it away.
And
from me.
he's like, out everybody, I have business. And so he kind of sits down in his chair and like
Business?
slumps over, and then starts opening up his drawers in his desk and starts like fiddling with some like fresh coals and like trying to light them.
Gail's going to be looking at the hookahs and just really inquisitive about it.
Oh no.
She's gonna go. So that so I've recently learned that in the semi-recently you've had 2 Warforged join your town.
Oh yes, Sylvia and Mike. I love
What?
Mike.
You do?
Oh yeah. Did you know? Mike? He farms.
Yeah, he does.
And then he kind of puts a fresh coal down, and then offers the pipe around to everybody in the room.
You're starting looking like I'm not here.
Leah will accept just out of kindness.
Okay.
Is this what kind people do? Because I'll do it as well.
No, she says over the mind link, don't touch it.
But I want.
Roll a con-
I mean, if you want to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I've killed people. This is nothing. And he will partake.
Oh no! He's not going to.
What do you want, a con save?
Yeah.
No, actually, I want a wisdom save from both of you.
Ooh, yay, fun.
Oh
Yes,
no, I'm good at
gonna-
those. Oh no, I'm really good at those.
That's a 21 one.
That's really
You
good.
get +5 from me.
I mean, that's a 1, so...
Do you have disadvantage or something?
No, I just rolled a 1. I cocked up
okay.
that first roll because it jumped out. With my modifier, that makes it...
Oh dear.
5. That makes it 13, but it's an actual 1.
All right. So,
Wheels and Dopey's head turn.
right. You see Gale like breathe, and he takes in this leaf, and it just lights up as he just does not hold back on his pool. And it almost like, because he's kind of air in a way, you can see this purple mist just fill all of his body as his skin tone actually changes a little bit, as he takes like his body's value of oxygen in like one go. And he sits back and he is happy as a clam and completely out of it and just wants to touch everything. Leah, what'd you roll again? 17?
21.
Oh, you rolled a 21 in wisdom?
Yup. Mm-hmm.
So you
Come back, Ross. I'm your friend.
realize that this stuff is extremely powerful. And then it doesn't necessarily act as a poison per se. What it does is it almost goes straight to the mind on a metabolic level. So there is no resisting it. It just takes into your body. But with a 21, you're able to kind of maintain composure. But you understand that it's like opioid level of just hit.
Oh, that's bad. Oh no.
Oh no.
And as you kind of maintain composure, you're standing there and you're like looking at him, and then the mayor holds off from taking a hit because he had asked like for you. He's like looking at his clock and like counting down the seconds, and you see Gale like roll back, just start floating with his wings, looking up at the roof.
I can swim in the air.
Well, that's a problem.
And he's
Oh,
like,
wow.
but yes, business. So, what is it that you need? What can the mayor
So-
help you with?
I was just recently talking with Mike, and he feels as though the people of this town hate him.
No. We love Mike. We don't trust him, per se.
Why?
Well, you know he's a farmer.
Mm-hmm.
He's a farmer. And, well, he just kind of... The old Saint John, he died. Just mysteriously, and here comes Mike with the deed. Like, he's part of the family, and so it's just a weird circumstance that he gets to farm, but every Sunday he gives us fun and hope and joy. He's just suspicious. Who's sober?
What can I do to end that suspicion?
Well, I don't know. He's just... We think
What
he
if I can-
killed a man.
So, what if I can prove that he didn't?
Oh, that would make this guilt so much better. Because it's like, we take his offerings, right? But we don't trust him. And I just feel so bad about it. And he's like, kind of touching his chest. And like rubbing his chest. He's like, I have hair.
Does he make what y'all are smoking? I'm just curious. I feel like
He's a farmer. He doesn't make it.
I mean, does he grow it?
grows it. Yeah. You know how to farm?
He grows this?
Yeah. And then he
That
offers
guy's a genius.
he offers another hit to Gale.
Okay.
Sierra uses her wing to kind of knock it away before he can.
No.
Don't need any more, buddy.
This is our Sunday fun day, thanks to Mike, but he killed a man. Right?
I don't think he did.
Oh.
I mean, innocent until proven guilty, right? I mean, that holds up in a court of law.
You must not be from a small town. You
I'm
look
definitely
like a big town person.
But she's really little.
Yeah, but
Thank
they say a thing that's bad gas travels fast in a small town, you know? That's a quote from the book Letterkenny.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And he was like, now, what else do you need? What can the
That
mayor do
was-
for you?
That was everything. You have the time of your life at this
Yeah,
party.
thank
It
you
seemed
very much.
fabulous.
Very
Please,
helpful.
please feel free to continue to partake and enjoy. And
Okay.
and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of insulted the other two didn't take a hit. I don't think we should
There's
trust
only one other
them.
person here.
Oh,
There's
right.
only
only
Yeah.
one of you.
he sees
I-
two. That was an accident, but you know what? He sees
Okay,
two
It
seaters.
is enough for 2 people.
Owen-
She's still
Owen
enough for
loves
2 people.
You know what? She's gonna go, all right, look, let me go talk to her. Let me just step outside for one quick moment, and I'll see what I can do. Okay?
Okay.
And Leah will take Cedar outside, just go, stay out
Ow.
here for like 30 seconds.
As long as I don't have
okay.
a smoke thing, sure.
No. And disguise self now looks like Cedar.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm gonna
Love
need
it.
you to, let's say, roll a
Love
d20 and tell me odds or evens.
Evens.
Okay.
8.
Okay. You have a little bit of trouble with disguise self, because like you're kind of putting on the disguise, and you kind of notice like what it's like to be in Cedar's skin for a second, and you're just like rubbing the feathery type of disguise on your arm, and you go in looking like an extremely tall Cedar.
No, actually, with the Fearball disguise self, I can alter my size.
I know. I'm saying you still screwed it up a little bit.
Okay.
Because you're
That's fine.
you're under an unnatural influence right now. So
And so
Okay,
this
side.
extremely tall Cedar would go and take a puff.
it's like you came back, and you see like the mayor like literally inhaling, blowing out of his nose, inhaling, blowing out of his nose, and he like rapid succession is taking like 4 hits. And the room is just filled with like a white haze in the span of the 30 seconds it took you to disguise, and then he offers it to you.
And I take another hit.
Okay, roll a perception for me.
Okay, perception.
Cedar realized
17.
she had a designated driver.
As you kind of look in, and take a huge kind of hit, the foil on the top of the bowl comes off a little bit, and the coal just turns to ash because it's been hit so much in like 30 seconds that you actually see, without question, this is what Mike is growing. That purple cabbage.
Love it.
And and you kind of make that memory, before you kind of wander, and you end up a little lost, and you actually walk right past Cedar for about an hour. You just wander around the city, without even like realizing what you're doing.
Love it.
I imagine as soon as Gale sees both of them standing next to each other, he's like, "What?"
Oh boy. Okay, I think it's time we get you back to the house.
You guys got some splaining to do. Why is there 2 Cedars?
I'll tell you later, okay?
And why are you so very tall? He's pointing at the actual Cedar when he says this.
Nope, wrong one.
Okay, and why are you so really tall?
And if she's able, just to scare the piss out of very high Gale, she's going to drop disguise self, but strictly on her head.
Oh gosh!
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, you're scaring him.
And that's how you wander around the
is-
city.
This is like the weirdest thing. My sister put an owl in. Guys, this is the coolest day.
Oh my god, let's get you back to the house.
Okay.
Oh my god.
While they are out, Kittis is still continuously pouring her soul into the bonsai tree. And she's spending pretty much the entire time writing different things into the journal. And once she reaches a point where she's like written enough, it's like, hold on. How many things did I write down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Agreed.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different subjects.
They're bullet pointed.
Oh my.
So I don't know how long that would take if they're back or by the time she's done.
They weren't gone for super long, but you notice that As you're writing, Gail kind of walks up and massages your shoulders a little bit, like you're doing a good job writing. And Cedar is.
You write that stuff, Kiddis. You're the best. Your soul is in a weird place, but you are the best.
Is he okay?
High as a kite.
I can play the piano.
I'm some of the cot.
Do not give him that. He does not need that in his system right now. Also, you know how it's the happiest town? We now know why. They're all high. And Leah also, I think, is high, but she's just handling it better.
Yeah. By the
Oh no,
way,
Leah's gone. She doesn't show up for the next hour.
Leah's been gone.
No, she's okay. I'm just letting you know. Like Leah's also high. She just was handling it better, but we don't know where she is.
Cedar, there's only one of you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
You are several different colors right now.
Yep.
You're so cool.
Aw, thank you.
Gail,
Are you
I
tired?
am currently on drugs.
Well aware.
Yeah.
Gail, go to bed.
But I want to solve crimes.
No.
Wow, that. Huh. Okay.
I think if we all put our heads together, and he'll just grab their heads and just put their foreheads
wow.
together like
Wait, now-
this, we can
Okay.
solve crimes.
I feel like we'll be able to solve crimes better tomorrow once we've all gotten some sleep.
But Cedar, while we're thinking about it, we can think of why Mike may have killed someone. I don't think he did, but people are suspicious.
I think tomorrow.
Gail, I need to go dump my soul into the tree.
Is that a code for taking a deuce?
Oh my gosh.
No.
It's just one hit. He was gonna take a second, but I stopped him.
Oh, lovely.
Cedar was looking after me because
Yeah.
she's the best and I love her. She's
Aw.
great.
It just kind of just wiggles out of this little circle and just like, I'm gonna go soul into the tree now.
I'll be in a minute. I'm gonna get him to go to bed.
Okay.
Okay, buddy, come on. And she's just gonna kind of
Okay.
to his room.
Where are we going?
You're going to bed.
I've always wanted to go there.
Me too, buddy. Bed sounds great right now. You are you tired?
Yeah.
I bet you need some sleep.
I've seen some shit, Cedar.
I know.
Yeah. I
You
saw
should-
you but tall and with Leah's head.
Yeah, that's because that was Leah using disguise self.
What?
Yeah, no,
She did such a good job.
I know, right?
Oh, wait, is this her trying to like you? She's actually being like you so she
I
can
don't-
like you? Are you guys friends?
I think we're getting closer to that point.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I like you both and I want you to be friends. But it's
I
cool if you're
know.
not. Because
They-
I know people are people and people aren't always people like people.
Wow. Okay. Very insightful.
I can speak common.
Can you?
No.
Okay. Go to bed. Lay down, go to sleep, and we can have a fun conversation in the morning. How's that?
I will. Yeah, I like that. I like fun Cedar conversations. Like when we were the burrito.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
You know what? If you go to sleep, maybe tomorrow
I could go for a burrito right now.
those would be fun. But
I could eat a burrito. I'm hungry now.
I'll go get something from the kitchen. You just don't move.
I will sleep.
Yes.
How's that?
You
Cool.
go to sleep, and tomorrow we can go get some bread or something. You like bread.
I love bread.
I know.
It is the best thing since sliced
People?
Oh my god.
people.
That's kind of, I think.
No, bread. Bread is the best thing since sliced bread.
Good night, Gail.
This is good night.
Go to
Good
sleep.
night.
Good night.
Okay.
Peter leaves the room, just barely stifling laughter. Oh my gosh.
Gail will continue to roll around in bed, just enjoying the sheets and the camping setup that you kind of laid out, because there's no physical beds here, but you kind of gave him like a blanket and everything, and he just proceeds to roll on the floor the entire night until morning, where
You
he
just randomly
nods
hear
out.
things like, I am cozy!
Yep. And he'll eventually nod
Hold it
off
for it.
for about
He's
5
still yelling,
minutes.
go to bed!
I'm just cozy!
Please!
And so he will suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Worth it.
Love the idea of her yelling, go to bed! At 4 a.m.
Eventually, Sylvia, on her way home, will find Leah kind of wandering the streets, and be like, Leah, what are you doing
Hi.
out?
Don't know.
I see. And her eyes kind of narrow and focus in. You partook in...
You know, Mike is great.
I am sure he is. Most people seem to think so. I do not.
Why?
Why? Well, you rolled a 21 earlier, didn't you?
I did.
So when you comes to terms, why don't you come back with me to my home? And she holds out a hand, knowing that you'll want to touch her hand.
Yeah.
And she kind of gently guides you back to the house. And she kind of explains, even in your high state, and you have like a little bit of the mental fortitude. You're not fully gone, so you are aware. And she'll take a moment, and she's like, well, that is a crop that only he grows. And he is creating a very unnatural influence in this town for everyone to like him. And for those of them who have not smoked, we'll call it devil lettuce. Well,
No, come on. Like, Satan's cabbage was right there.
Satan's cabbage. Yes, Satan's cabbage. No.
That's the name of the episode.
Right.
No.
No. But people who have smoked his particular crop seem to like him more than they should. And I fear, knowing his past, his intentions may not be good. And that is why I wanted him gone.
What if I don't get rid of him, but I get rid of the crop?
Well, I fear he would just grow more.
Ah.
You see, when he came to town, he did not strike deals with our goblins that we have come to love. He made deals with others, and...
Wait. Were they green?
They were green.
Motherfucker needs to die.
Yes. I was hoping you would say that. And she's kind of like wrapping your arm in her arm, and she's like patting your shoulder and stuff, and just kind of like placating you like you're a child almost. And you see, I believe he produces the seeds from himself. And so I have attempted to burn his crop before, and within a few weeks, it's back.
Sylvia's a girl boss.
And so I fear the only way to save the town is to, well, get rid of their...
Murder Mike.
Get rid of their
M&M.
enjoyment. I mean...
We're making M&Ms.
We're making M...
Murder
Yes.
Mike. Murder Mike.
Murder Mike. Yes, Murder Mike.
Eminem, get in here. We're gonna murder Mike.
Going to Lululand.
You see, Sunday was a day of rest before, and now it seems to be a day of party, and everyone always seems so exhausted for the first... At first it was the first few hours of Monday. Not Monday. The first day of the week. I had names.
You did, but I don't remember them either.
It's all good. And now it seems to be that exhaustion lasts almost until midweek.
Dang.
And I fear it just gets worse. So I need you to help me get rid of him. Will you do this?
Yeah.
Yes? And she begins to chant, "Murder Mike, murder Mike, murder Mike." Yes, exactly.
Murder Mike. Yeah.
And I need you to understand that my intentions are not good. I hate him so, and I want him gone. But
I love Sylvia.
it's for the good of the village.
These are not good.
I hate him. That needs to be put in like one of those inspirational quote like format. My intentions are not good. I hate him.
I kind of like Mike, but I don't like the goblins, so I will murder Mike instead.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he definitely got his powers from a goblin.
Which one?
The green ones.
Prove it.
Okay. I guess roll an insight with disadvantage.
Fuck yeah. So that's a straight roll for me because I get advantage anyways.
Oh shit! Yeah. you better roll
Alright.
high.
That's a 20.
Okay.
God damn it.
I beat you by 1.
Fuck you.
So, what you see is Sylvia, her core actually begins to glow, and it produces a yellow hologram. And you see Mike trading with the goblins his core, and he adds the core from the goblins, the green ones, into himself, and all of the steam charges fall off of his body. So what she's showing you is, in her mind, a recreation of the deal that he made with the goblins, knowing that you hate them. But she doesn't know what the goblins look like, so they're intentionally blurred a little bit. And you don't necessarily see through the facade.
Oh,
Okay, so I want to try something now. I will do this with disadvantage if I have to, because I am aware that Leah is currently high.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes, wait. I meant gray. They were gray.
What was gray?
Goblins were gray.
Huh.
You're great.
I am sorry. The only light that I can produce is this yellow, so my colors are going to be a little bit off. But this is what I remember seeing.
Oh, you said they were green, but they were gray.
Let's see.
Colorblind.
So are you saying you don't believe me?
No, I'm saying things are weird right now.
I think that's just because you're high.
Maybe.
And keep in mind, if you want to roll any insight check, because she's lying to you, obviously, right? But
Yeah.
like, if you wanted to roll against it, like, we can roll off this. But she's attempting to sway you at the end of the day.
Oh no, I totally want to roll against this.
Okay.
That's what I've been trying to do, is like trying to like get her to slip up.
Okay. So you like, okay, so things are weird. That's just because you're high right now. I think things will be a little clearer in the morning if you just don't think too hard, and then if you want to roll against an insight against that deception.
Much better. That is a 22.
22. Nope. 16 plus 5, so that's 21.
21.
Ooh.
And so you feel that with that she was intending for you to not think about it, and to kind of sway you against thinking too hard about it. So The ball's in your court.
He's just gonna go. Oh wait, so the blue goblins,
Mhm.
the blue goblins did this.
What blue goblins?
Pretty colorblind in this
We've
scenario.
we've only talked about green goblins, and you mentioned gray goblins, and of course my friends are red goblins. What blue goblins?
One goblin, two goblins.
And now
red goblin, blue
she's
goblin.
confused. She's like, what are you even talking about? You're just being so silly.
Okay, what? Fine, let me. What were their names?
Oh. I never asked. And so that was obviously also a lie, because she doesn't know them, but she's not, to sell her story, she needs to think that she knows them, but she never asked. So, I guess if...
Was it, was it Gobna and Fobna? That sounds right.
No, those are my friends. Those are the red ones.
No, that's Gobta and Fobta.
No,
Above game.
Wait.
no,
So-
we established earlier.
Yeah,
this game.
Gobta and Fobta were the ones that popped out of the things, and we thought.
Okay,
they-
then,
Yeah.
then that's what I said, because I have my notes backwards then.
So if you're
You
trying...
named too many things similar.
Are you trying not to use their real names? Because you would probably...
Yes, I'm trying not to say Gobto and Fobto. I'm trying to say Gobta and Fobta.
Yeah, okay. She goes, yes, that sounds possibly right. I never asked their names. And then she's gonna roll deception. And you probably win. So do your straight roll insight.
Yep, that is a 16.
Gotcha. I only got a 12, so she rolled really poorly with advantage.
Ouch.
Yeah, 2 and a 7. So, but please, I offered you a deal. I'm trying to save
Of
this
course.
town.
Yes. I'm.
Do you not want to save
Yes.
people?
Yeah.
You do, because you're a hero, right?
Yes.
Yes, and you're a good
No.
person, right?
Yes.
Yes, and your friend needs to be saved, right? Because Gale is here too, in this town. He's part of this town now, because he's here.
Yeah.
Your ship where the
So if we need to save the town, we need to stop Mike from farming and to sell this bad stuff to these good people. And in return, you get the strength you're after. And she shows off her gloves. So will you do it for me? And she's gonna try to roll persuasion against you. Which is a 20.
Ouch. Yeah, I did not beat that.
Dang.
I would roll insight
You'd roll insight, yeah.
or what?
You'd have to meet or beat.
With what? Insight?
Insight, yeah.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay. So what I will say is your influences now are going to be neutral. Just for story purposes, because you are unnaturally, because you're high, now attracted to Mike. Not attracted, but like aligned to, like, you don't think
Yeah.
Mike is bad. But
Right.
her conversation with you, she's trying to sway you in the opposite direction. But you, because you caught her up, are not fully convinced. So I'll say that when you're no longer high, you'll have 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
But you are not going to be unnaturally influenced in your decision making.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
And then as she kind of says that, she lets out just like this little crinkling smile. You can hear the gears turn in her mouth as she smiles, and she's like, please rest. I will go and attempt to recharge as well. So
Okay.
I believe your friends, and she kind of listens for a second, are still upstairs. Feel free to go see them.
and Leah will go just pass out the moment she gets inside.
Okay. She leaves you on the floor.
Mhm.
Anyone doing anything else?
Kittis is just how she's trying. Basically, can she, whenever she goes to like sleep, like still like in her meditative state, like would like do her meditation and kind of still have like the bonsai tree in front of her and still pour.
Um,
Isn't bonsai care like a very zen activity?
right.
Very
Um,
meditative.
if you wanted what you, I mean, I'll if you were, because you're in, if you wanted, what you could do is remove like the shot glass apparatus and then just rest the crystal in the soil. So that way, if you do sleep, all of what leaks out will just go into the soil as it has been.
Okay. Yeah, so then she'll probably do that. She'll do her meditation for 4 hours and do that. And when she wakes up before everyone else wakes up or gets up, I don't think Gail ever slept at all.
He'll sort of stumble out and just headache and everything, just completely.
I'm going to basically be trying to take the gem from the rapier that makes it run off intelligence and attach it to the gun.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're doing your own little crafting and tinkering then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she's going to be doing it very, very carefully, like figuring out on how it was attached to the rapier and then like.
All right. Let's see here.
I can't wait to see what happens with this. Genuinely sounds really cool.
All right, I got to build out a new table then. So give me 1 second.
Well, it's just like magic item attunement. It's not actual crafting.
But she's removing the gem from one thing and putting it in another, right?
Right, which is just the way that Dana had designed it.
Oh,
Was
that's
just
right.
unattuning from one item, reattuning to another.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're just kind of shifting it over then.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, since it's already kind of set in place, that's right. Then yeah, you can. I'll say that it wouldn't be that difficult to have done. You were really careful with it, and let me go ahead and give me 3 d20 rolls.
Just straight rolls?
Just straight rolls for laughs.
13. Not 1. And 3.
Okay, 13,
Not well.
14, 15, 17. No, it's okay. It's a movement on a board.
Okay.
So as you kind of shift everything over, as you do the gem, and you kind of you shift it over, the wood part of the gun and even the metal actually looks almost like it's scaly, like a snake skin. And every once in a while, it will molt, and a new shiny version of the gun will be under like a fresh skin. So every once in a while, it will just begin to molt. After every few shots, the wooden and metal scales will shed essentially, and it'll reveal a shiny new, and it's almost soft too, like holding a snake, but it's still very rigid and strong.
Okay.
Snake gun. That'd be cool. A gun that shoots snakes at your opponent.
Let's not.
I think that would be awesome.
Is that a gun that's designed specifically to kill snakes?
Oh no. We'll call that gun St. Patrick.
Guns.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
Anyways. All right. So yes, you are able to kind of do so with the remaining time. Morning begins to kind of crack, and both Gail and Leah wake up at around the same time with like the worst case of cottonmouth. You're kind of just physically exhausted. So you each have 1 point of exhaustion at this point for this day until you do another long rest. And Sylvia, you can see kind of the footsteps that she left leaving the house just because they were right next to you. And she actually seemed to be stepping heavier than normal and almost kind of cracked the floor as she was leaving, but she left for the day before everyone kind of wakes up. And then Cedar's just like, I'm fine. I got nothing going on.
She's fine. She's just vibing. I feel like she'd hear the "Good morning. How you feeling?"
Please don't shout. Ow.
Not, but okay.
Ow.
Mm.
Existence is pain.
How much of last night do you remember?
Did I massage Kidis's shoulders? That's weird of me. Why did I do that?
Yeah, you did do that.
Yeah.
You were really high.
Uh,
You have like zero tolerance.
no. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me remember how to do that spell, because I might. Let's see if I can find it now. It is
Lesser restoration.
That's the one.
But
Yeah,
it
he's
won't do
gonna quickly.
anything here because we're suffering from exhaustion.
Yeah, but at the very least, it can bring down the
Yeah.
the takedown from the drugs at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So you won't suffer from the withdrawal. You're just kind of unnaturally tired if you do that.
Yeah, I'm
And
happy to
Leah
do
will
that.
do the same with 5 points of lay on hands.
You guys just both wake up and just heal yourselves in some way. Feel like this sucks.
And you just
Now I'm just exhausted.
When Leah wakes up and hears them
Yeah.
talking, Cedar's just gonna hear from downstairs, "You're fucking welcome."
Thanks, Leah.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. On the mind, like, I appreciate you taking it for me instead. And also, I'm
Yeah, the
glad
tall cedar.
driver. Yeah,
And
so that was Leah.
and Leah's just she's not gonna move. She doesn't feel like moving right now. But over the mind link, she's gonna say, something's wrong with Sylvia.
Oh, dang. What do you mean?
She tried, from what I remember, it's a little hazy. She tried to convince me to kill Mike last night and was
Huh?
saying like, "Hey, Mike got his lost his dependency on the charges from those green goblins you hate." I'm like, "What were their names?" She's like, "I don't really remember." I'm like, "Were they Gobta and Fobta?" She's like, "Yeah, I think that was them, but we know that wasn't
Oh.
them."
She could have just not remembered. Besides, I'm sure.
No, she was lying. I know.
Well,
My hammer helps me tell if people are lying.
yeah, but
What?
the thing,
Hammer that talks in your head?
Yes.
Just clarifying.
I'm sure she had a reason to.
Where is Sylvia, by the way?
Gone
heard you're
Yeah, I
over
haven't seen her.
this morning when I was fixing my gun.
Oh, you're fixing your gun?
Yes.
Cool. You look like you're feeling a little better. How are you feeling?
Still not great, but I feel a little rested.
I feel like today should be a rest day. Because you're out of it, you two are out of it, and I seem to be the only one functional, which is not a good thing.
Yeah. Hey, Kidis, do you need me to feed you again, or what? Because I could probably try and do that.
Do I feel hungry?
You don't actually.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
That hurt? Oh, what'd you find?
Oh,
You
oh,
forgot.
so I wasn't meant to say this. I can kind of transfer some of my life essence into somebody else, and Kidis was really hungry,
Okay.
and I figured I might be able to help her. I'm still not
That's nice of you.
quite recovered from that, but it was worth it.
Well, that was nice of you.
Hmm.
We just don't do that too much, because we don't want you to hurt yourself with that. And how's the tree? How's the tree?
And she kind of lifts up the tree. She
Oh,
put
that's
her
nice.
shot glass back on her necklace.
Yeah.
And she's just like, ta-da!
Oh, cool. Fun. Does anyone need anything? I think I'm gonna go out and look around town today, do some shopping. Anyone need anything?
Coffee.
On it.
Please.
Gotcha. Leah, Kiddis, you need anything?
I got my book. We're good.
Nice. Oh yeah, Kiddis and I did a little store run last night.
But all the stores were. Oh.
Technically,
Okay.
it was open after I opened it. I
Yeah,
paid.
that'll work.
I did not steal. I only did breaking and entering. Well, actually, I didn't break anything.
I did not steal. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Anyway, Mike, how's your drug farm?
But yeah, Leah, you need anything? Okay. I'll be back in a bit. Y'all rest up, okay?
Okay.
We'll figure out this whole mic thing when y'all are feeling better.
I require sleep.
Yeah, I'll get you some coffee. I'll be back in a bit with that. Do you want it hot or iced?
Yes.
Yes, I made iced coffee, Cannon. I don't understand that answer. So
I would like coffee, preferably in my mouth. If not, I can inject it into my veins. I just need something.
Gotcha.
I need happy bean juice, please.
Okay. And Cedar's gonna go out and buy some coffee and buy like a couple other things.
All right. You notice it's actually kind of hard at first to find something open. Most of the town, you have a couple of stalls that are actually like small stalls, right? That are just providing like food and just water and some special types of energy drinks and like recuperation drinks. But out of a whole bazaar, really the entire market bazaar is closed. All the stalls are kind of packed away. You kind of walk through, and in some of the businesses, the windows are open, but the doors are locked, and people are just kind of like laying on the floor resting, or they're like hanging out the windows, just trying to air themselves out and get a little bit of sun. But like probably about 70% of all the buildings and stalls in the market district are actually like shut down or not open yet. And you see a couple of stalls like in groupings of stalls, like you see one in each group kind of open when you hit like kind of the center of it all. And he's selling kind of like an energy recuperation style drink and some water, and then some eggs and some fried bread you can kind of smell between the two stalls.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up some of that and probably go and get some like ingredients and stuff because I don't know how long we're gonna be in town, especially with the recuperation efforts.
Leah's gonna say over the mind link, get speak with dead.
What?
Get speak with dead.
Like the spell? Okay. Wait, Kiddis can do that.
Can she?
Hey, Kiddis. How good's your speak with dead right about now?
Depends on the dead person.
How long's this guy been dead, Leah?
I don't know. Not commune. Speak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try and see what I can find. Gonna go back to the bookstore.
So are you trying to find a corpse?
No.
Okay.
No, I think Leah wants to talk with the dead guy from the farm to prove that Mike didn't kill him.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on.
So I'm gonna go back to the bookstore. Is it open this time?
Yes. The old man he's open. He's one of the only stores in the area that is.
And then I'm gonna go in. Hi,
howdy doody.
Hi, just wondering, do you all have spell books?
Spell books, you say? I mean, not. I mean, sometimes.
Or like
we have.
individual spells?
I mean, what spell you looking for? I might have a few.
Well, Speak with Dead is one of them.
He kind of gives you a weird look. Why'd you want to go and do that?
My kid's hyperfixation.
Oh, gotta educate the children.
Yeah. Still figured I'd just pick up something for her.
I see. Well, I got some stuff that you might like in my secret collection. And he kind of goes under the counter and he pulls up like a small milk crate from like a little hidden trap door. And it is a bunch of different spell tomes. He's like, I got a couple of things, but these are contraband, you see.
Oh, no, I got it. I'll be very discreet.
Be very discreet. Perfect. Well, I mean, not like anyone's around to tattle on me except you. And anyone crazy enough to want to speak with the dead probably has pretty tight lips, you know, right? Yeah? Huh?
If we're good at anything, it's keeping things close to the vest.
Right? Just hopefully not the dead people you're talking to. They're dirty.
But yeah, what else? What other than Speak with Dead? What other spell books do you have?
That's a good question.
I've needed some new reading for ages.
Let's see here. A lot of them seem to be under kind of druid classes. There's Animate Dead, Gaseous Form, Chill Touch, Blindness, Deafness, Gentle Repose, and there seem to be kind of circle spells, which is kind of strange. You also see Kill Cloud and Contagion, so a lot of really kind of like death-related necromancy, but like type of spells. And you see things like there's a scroll of blinding sickness and filth fever and flesh rot, and you're like, you don't really recognize a lot of these names, but they're also just weird spells for this old guy to have, and it seems weird that he would be selling them. But one of them is Speak with Dead. There's the Animate Dead.
Perfect. How much is Speak with Dead gonna cost?
Well, I'm trying to make enough money to get out of this crazy town. People have been wild here lately. Can't even get a good business going anymore. So I need enough to kind of get out of here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna say if you want this one, 80 gold.
Oh, 80. I don't have that on me. See, I don't carry the money in my group. Yeah, someone else carries the money.
Well, that's probably smart. Seeing around these parts, people are always looking for opportunities to take advantage of folk, you know? Used to be a safe town. Now you just can't walk 2 feet without the crazies.
Gosh. Oh, I have an idea. How about partial payment in gold, and the other payment, I write down a spell for you that I can almost guarantee you've never seen before.
Oh, okay. Well, how much you got?
How much gold? Well, obviously I can't give you every gold that I have, because, gotta keep a little pocket change on you when you're traveling. How about I give you, 15 gold?
That would probably be too low for him to make a deal, considering the base price of the book. Without inflation, just in general knowledge, would be...
It holds all the money.
Would probably be about 50. I mean, the base price of the book is 50. With motivational inflation, he's trying to tack on another 30. So he'd probably make a wheeling deal. but not for anything less than 40. And he'll say that, like, I don't know, that's a little too low for me.
Mm.
And this is
And
my
on the
private
mind link,
collection.
Understandable. Give me just a second. And on the mind link, I go, hey, Leah, could you send me some money for Speak with Dead? I can pay for most of it. I am running low on funds, though.
Leah
I do
will
have a pseudo
send
dragon
over.
with Kittis.
Yeah.
Leah will send a rat with a couple of rats with a sack of 100 gold.
Oh, perfect.
Golly gee howdy. Them rats just bring gold into my store.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, they belong to my friend.
Your friend has your friend has rat minions?
All of them.
What kind of spell is that?
We don't know.
I've never seen rats do bidding like that before. Just through the town? A pouch of gold? That's heavy.
Yeah, they're pretty clever little guys.
Well, call me Flabbergasty.
I pick up the gold and I give him about 40 of them.
Okay.
All right. And the spell. Would you like? Can I have a piece of paper to write it down?
I mean, yeah, and he pulls out a scroll because he's going to try to have you, like, low key try to transcribe the spell.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with trying to think which one I want to give him. So, okay, for your private collection, what kind of spells do you like? More combative, more showman?
Anything I can probably trade or learn something interesting from, really. I mean, you're placing your value on this to get this book from me. So, whatever you think I would be most interested in.
I'll give you something that's got a little bit of protection in it as well, especially if you're moving town soon. And then I write down the Cedar's Winged Gambit spell, which is my first level combative spell with the playing cards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's pretty good in a pinch. Very helpful. Turns things, makes them weaponized. It's really great.
Interesting. Wow. Then you got yourself a deal. And he kind of rolls up the scroll really quick, and you actually see, as he's rolling it up, a blue light actually basically burn the spell information into the scroll. So he's almost enchanting it as he's rolling it up, and he tries to do it like low key, but you're familiar enough with magic that he's kind of transposing it the rest of the way. And he scrolls it up, rolls it up, and then he kind of places it down behind the counter, takes the 40 gold, and passes you over the Speak with Dead.
Thank you so much. Oh, and when I was writing it down, I made sure to write it down as like Cedar's Winged Gambit, like kind of in the same way as like Mordekainen's like mansion, like, you know, that kind of naming strategy. You know, Cedar's a wizard, just trying to, you know, make a little bit of a name for herself as a wizard.
And as you kind of go out, and he kind of starts shuffling you out, he's like, "Now get out of here before someone catches us dealing with this type of stuff, right?" And he kind
also,
of.
Before I go, a little bit of advice: a really good town for magic users, Bearvane. It's where I used to live.
Ah, interesting.
I got some great magical societies there.
Like,
I think you'd enjoy it.
That's south of here, right? The college?
Where are we on the map?
You're very far north, yeah.
Then yes.
Almost,
then yes, sir, it is south.
Almost everything is south of here.
Yeah, the college town.
Everything is south of here.
Aside from like one or two places.
And if you need help
But they
getting
don't
settled,
matter.
if you need help getting settled, tell them that Cedar sent you, okay?
I definitely will.
Yeah.
It's a little old for my age to be traveling, but with the craziness of this town happening, I feel like I got no other choice, you know? Just
Understandable. That's why I'm giving you the reference, making it a little easier.
yeah, just stay safe out there. Not that really anyone's out and about now.
I will be. What's your name, by the way?
Hold, please.
She's so not used to for us asking names.
Yeah, you didn't think Cedar would ask the name of an NPC. Normally, she doesn't work with NPCs very well.
Tekrin. My name's Tekrin. Tekrin.
Nice to.
Tekrin the sorcerer.
Well, it's lovely to meet you. Hope to see you again sometime. Maybe I'll see you in Bearbane someday.
Maybe. May our paths cross again. And he's still trying to usher you out.
Yeah, and I leave.
Yeah. As you leave, you hear the of the door locking behind you, and then the giggling ranting of an old man. Roll a perception for me.
Oh boy.
The locks
Please
do work.
I just wanted to be friendly. Please don't tell me I made a mistake. That's about 6.
You hear a mild crashing and then a giggling, but you can't really make out what just happened.
He so just tried out the spell, didn't he?
Probably.
This is Sophie speaking.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. I love that.
It's wizard time!
Literally writes, "This will make things explode" in the description. He's like, let's do this indoors.
Let's do this
I'm
right
going
now.
to burn down my bookshop now.
Basically, if Kittis was an old man, like.
I love him. Which, okay, that explains why she got along so well with him.
Yep.
But yeah, she does that, like, goes around, gets some, like, food and ingredients and stuff, because she's not gonna expect Sylvia to order out, like, every night for us.
You have a little bit of trouble. What you'd actually end up doing is you would go to one of the only open stalls and trying to buy ingredients directly from the vendor. No storefront that's selling food is or ingredients or bakeries or anything like that's open. You would have to literally buy some eggs and some flour directly from a small stall.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I head back. And when I come in, hey, I got some food ingredients and stuff, put them in the kitchen, and I've got something you want. And she's kind of looking at Kittis, like holding the scroll. You know what? Guess what it is? And Cedar's just kind of like throwing it up and down, like catching it, just having fun with it now.
Didn't I hear it over the mind link?
Oh, yeah,
probably,
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh.
You kind of assume. Speak with dead.
I forget how your own mind link works.
I forgot you were on it for a second. My brain is tired, okay?
Gee, thanks.
It's final season! That's Sophie speaking, it's final season!
Kittis pour some more of her soul into the bonsai.
Here you go!
Okay.
And also now I'm not the only person who knows my spell with the cards. The Wayne Gambit one.
Mm-hmm.
You taught someone that?
Yeah, the bookstore owner. He seems fun.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
Yeah, last night. He may or may not know that was not my first time meeting him.
Oh, you mean when you broke into his place and no, entered his establishment?
I didn't break anything. In fact, I locked the door behind me as I left.
How very courteous.
Let's look at this thing.
I want to take a look at it later.
Okay. How much of her soul's left?
It's getting hard to tell.
Oh gosh.
So she's looking like almost like halfway there.
Yeah.
Writing this down.
You have no more debuffs than you did from the previous night, but you can feel that less and less is in the gem, and you can actually feel that your connection to your husk is lessening.
Mm-hmm.
Husk. Oh no.
You don't feel hungry
Orange.
at all. You don't feel much of anything anymore.
Okay.
I know that feeling.
Okay. All right. And so she just spends her time transcribing the spell into her spell book.
Okay. I'll say you could probably, if you take 8 hours, it's early enough in the morning. If you actually take 8 hours and just solely focus on it, you could probably do it by the evening.
Okay. That's what she'll spend her time doing. And just kind of like pouring more of her solo over.
Do a perception.
Perception. 19.
That gemstone is visibly growing larger and larger, and in the right light, even natural light, anyone could probably see it. And both of them are actually growing larger. One is about the quarter the size of the other one, but just by associated size. The first stone, the pinkish one, is probably about 75% of the way down from the tree bonsai branch to the dirt, and the other one kind of is a quarter of the first one's size.
Okay. Sweet.
All right. What is everyone else doing? Anything in particular?
Leah, with those 8 hours, Leah's getting her rest.
Okay, so you're taking your... Okay, yeah. So by the time you wake up in the evening, that exhaustion point will be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Gail would like to do the same as well, if he can.
Okay. Cool. And I take it Cedar is making everybody a nice fancy meal?
She is trying.
Oh gosh.
Do you
Oh,
remember what I
no.
said in our chat?
Yeah,
On-
no, I do. Mhm.
Yes. That is why I say she is trying. Kind of like towards the evening, she starts kind of attempting to cook.
I will,
So-
if you want, I will let you kind of thematically take over how that effect actually happens. So we'll say that both Leah and Gail are kind of waking up. Kittis is making a spell connection, only pausing occasionally to water her trees, and you are cooking. So what does that look like?
Well, Cedar's kind of like, she remembers what day it is also, and she's kind of trying to remember some of the things she's seen Leah cook and trying to think, okay, how did she do it? She's now trying. I think when Leah wakes up, she's going to hear a lot of clanging in pots and pans and oh gosh, oh no. Oh son of a gun. Oh gosh, oh no. Are you going to do anything, Leah?
Yeah,
She-
so Leah's gonna wake up a little earlier just from all the commotion, and just very groggily walk into the kitchen and go, "Yeah, this tracks. I should have expected as much from a throw pillow."
I'm not good at cooking. I try, but I follow the directions, but stuff always happens. Why is it on fire?
Were
And,
those directions... Cedar, where were those directions from? The Arsonist's cookbook?
No, you need to leave. Go, get out.
No.
No, go somewhere else. Go out of the kitchen.
Let's all work together on this and help each other. All right?
Out.
Stepping away for just 2 seconds. You guys feel free to
Okay.
roleplay this out.
She just Leah just looks down at Gale. "You're tired. Go to bed."
I
What are you,
literally just
No,
woke
it's-
up.
This is like the way that I imagine this was like, this is like an hour or two before the 8 hours is done, and Leah just
Oh.
prematurely woke up because of all the noise.
Okay.
You're still high. Go to bed.
I'm not high, I cured that. I'm just tired.
Well, in that case, you should go to bed.
Yeah, alright. Night.
Night.
Nice beard.
What?
I think all of you have forgotten that Gale still has a beard
Cut the
from
clouds.
Leah's second episode.
Yeah, we keep
Oh, yeah!
Even Gail forgot he had a beard.
Forget that.
Some days this is a thing that Harry sometimes does as well. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'll just sort of go, oh yeah, I didn't shave. Oh, okay. My face
Yeah.
shield is still on.
How did I burn water? Leah, how did I burn water?
Because you fucked up.
I can make potions. Why? It should work the same way.
It doesn't.
Why not? You throw stuff in a cauldron, and you get stuff that you put in your body so the magic stuff happens. Why doesn't
That's
it
how
work
you
for
make
your...
toxic shit,
No, that's
regardless
potions.
of which way you're doing it.
I'm good at potions.
And Leah will leave the kitchen for a minute, come back with the 45-pound pumpkin, and just
Ooh.
go, "Alright, we're making a big ass pumpkin pie."
Thank you. It's Gil's birthday today.
I
I don't
know.
think you heard. And I wanted to do something nice, especially since everybody was tired. And so I tried to cook, which may have been one of those things I wasn't really allowed to do when I was with the guild. For reasons.
Astounding.
I may have accidentally caught the soup on fire. I don't know how it happens.
I was wrong. Genuinely astounding.
The fire was off at that point. I don't know how it happened.
Somewhere outside, little kobold just goes, "Oh."
I thought it was a normal pepper. I really did.
I feel like Nern should start
can't
next
spicy
session with the point of
peppers.
exhaustion.
And then there was that
That's
one.
our Curtis Stroud campaign. Come check that out sometime.
Yeah. And she looked at me, and then there was that one time that, see, I thought it was a normal pepper. Apparently, I can't taste spicy. There's a
Okay, I'm gonna just because
avians cannot taste. And Shaylee's told me it was something called a ghost pepper. Everyone was mad at me for a week. But I didn't mean to. I genuinely, why was it there if we weren't supposed to put it in the soup? It looked like the others. It just looked a little tiny bit differently shaped.
so now that Doku's back, there's something I'm gonna do. Doku, so there's something special I'm gonna do because Leah's still exhausted because technically she woke up like an hour before her long rest would have finished. So this way she can get in her long rest and still help Cedar, and also this will be funny shit if it works.
Oh my gosh, I think I know you're...
She's going to summon up Sergeant Squeakers and telepathically, while she's like unconscious, basically telepathically have Sergeant Squeakers direct Cedar and how to cook. Basically, ratatouille.
I was about to say, I was like, yes, Olive Squeaker sits on her head and pulls her feathers to direct her on how to cook. Yes, I will allow it.
Yeah.
Or as I call that movie, the rat version of Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rat.
Pacific Rat.
Leah, do you know how to make cookies also? He seems to like cookies, and the bakery is closed, and I was really hoping that it would be open, but everyone is high. Well, no, they're not high anymore, and so there's no cookies.
I know how to make basically anything.
We have cinnamon toast.
That's not a cookie.
Same thing?
No!
No.
The cookies at home be like.
We have cookies at home.
It's cinnamon toast. Your cinnamon toast is in the same container as a hand covered with leprosy.
New ones every day.
Within the same container.
And but so Leah will just go, yeah, if you want it, chances are I know how to make it, which means he knows how to make it, which means he'll tell you how to make it.
Same as in Sergeant Squeakers?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then you get cooking better this time.
Yeah, Cedar's cooking better this time. Taking instructions from Sergeant Squeakers. I'm like, don't worry, little buddy. I'm not going to eat you. I know Leah seems to think I'm going to eat you, but I'm not.
If I wake up and he's dead, you're dead.
Roll an animal handling. Let's see how well you cook.
Gosh, animal handling for cooking.
Can she add my proficiency bonus because I have proficiency in cooked utensils?
What is your proficiency?
+3.
+3. I'll let you roll a d4 in addition to as an inspiration dice.
Sweet.
Okay, so would I add my animal handling? What am I adding?
Yes.
Your animal handling plus a d4.
17.
All right.
Nice.
So you cook pretty successfully. Somehow the smell filling the house smells wonderful, and it rouses everyone from their wake or from their slumber.
Cookies, huh?
She's in the kitchen. Yes, I didn't burn the house down.
Candace is just gonna basically stay upstairs to, like, after she's done transcribing, to continue writing in her book. In her notebook.
And the mind like, Kiddis, wait, you don't eat
I
anymore.
can't
You can't eat. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Are you able to eat life essences of animals?
I have a thought. Over the mind link.
What?
What's the thought?
Feed the rats.
Yes. Leah's going to summon a rat from the bag, tie a little sign around its neck that says food, and send it up to Kidis.
Poor rat. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm really just not hungry right now.
Okay, you let us know if you need anything. If you do, just I don't know, vampire the rat. I don't know.
What?
Vampires, they take the blood, but you do the same thing with life essence.
I'm just going
You
back
do
to
to
my
the rat.
book. You guys have fun.
Okay. Let us know if you need anything. And the pseudo dragon comes back into your room.
Oh.
I feel like it's at this point Gail just appear in the doorway. She's like, food?
Come on, Leah. Are you awake?
Mm-hmm.
I slept my full 8 hours. Is it okay to come in now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
now that
cool.
you start on fire.
Hmm?
Sergeant Squeakers is a really good teacher. You see several pots and pans that have scorch marks. Ignore that. And she just like does prestidigitation and they're clean. You saw
I
nothing.
think you mean several scorch marks that have pots and pans.
Yeah. And she does a quick prestidigitation. You saw nothing.
I keep forgetting you can do that, and it's still really cool. So what did you get up to for like an hour?
I did cooking.
I did a cook.
I did cooking. Which I'm very bad at, but the rat helped.
I feel like I've seen that in a play somewhere.
Well, he was really good at it, and so I made stuff, and I don't know if you remember, but your birthday is today, so
Oh, it is!
you'd like. And I also made cookies because none of the bakeries were open because everyone is high.
Wait, you made me cookies?
I tried my best.
This is the coolest. Thank you.
I also may have gotten you something when I was out last night. And out of kind of like her satchel, she kind of pulls out the extra book that she got other than the journal. And it's like kind of a extra installment of the Exandria Chronicles, which is the reunited one of the one that she gave you from her collection. It's the same characters from the one that I gave you, and happy birthday.
I can't believe you remembered. Thank you.
No problem.
I don't know what to say.
I wanted to give you a bit of a pick-me-up.
I don't know what to say. This is really cool, Cedar. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Peter just hears over the mind link. Ahem.
And Leah really, really, really helped me because things were actively on fire. I think I burned water.
Huh.
No, I don't know how.
Well, Leah and the good sergeant, thank you as well for everything. You guys are really cool.
And when you say that to Sergeant Squeakers, he stiffens up and goes.
And as you guys are kind of discussing and sharing this moment, Sylvia actually walks in as it's kind of towards the end of the day. And her two red goblins are in tow. And she kind of walks in and goes, "Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I feel
Hi.
that I need to apologize for some of my dishonesty, and so I brought you a bribe so that if the time comes and the truth comes out, you will think favorably of me. And she passes this, what looks to be a magic clockwork circle to Gale. This one was made specially for you. And she kind of hands it to you, and I'll pull it up in just a second.
What is this thing?
It is a magic item that I felt would make your life a little easier.
Okay.
So,
I
this is kind of what she hands you. And it's very clockwork. It's kind of modeled after, essentially, Warforged. And the energy you feel from it actually feels like, almost like a pocket Warforged. And that it has its own kind of essence, and it's got 2 sets of clocks and just tons of magic energy. And it looks like the back is actually flat and then can be embedded into something. But basically, what this is this is a Gale only illusion item called Mindbender. And once per day, you can cast a major illusion on yourself, and it lasts the whole day or until dispelled. And it cannot be seen through by any normal means, and the illusion is actually near perfect even by magical means. So people viewing the illusion as not actually altered visually, they're altered mentally, and any attempt to dispel or see through the illusion forcefully will result in an intelligence saving throw, or they'll take 10d6 necrotic damage or half as much on a successful save. But basically, the idea is you can completely alter your appearance, but still have access to your abilities. So, say your wings, or even your armor, or your person. If you ever found yourself, you can completely re-illusion your image, and almost no one can really tell.
Oh, this is really cool.
Belated
Wait.
free.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. Upon receiving the item, he's just gonna go, oh, wait, hold on. He's gonna think really, really hard for a second, and his appearance is gonna shift to everybody's so that he resembles a certain green half orc from a series that Cedar enjoys so much.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Hi. It's I'm Ford.
Peter is dying laughing.
So for the rest of the day, you are now a green half orc.
Awesome.
How do I look?
You look like Ford.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
And so,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, please.
No. I was just making a stupid pun. Go ahead.
But so Leah's gonna look over at Sylvia and go, so in the interest of transparency, as you've put it, would you like to discuss the events of last night?
No, that's why I bribed you.
That's what I bribed you.
And she.
I love how honest she is. She's so. He's born like you. My intentions are not good. I hate him.
You were very high, and I tried to take advantage of that.
So again, if I can get these bracers for you through non-lethal means, I still get yours, correct?
Sure.
Okay. And that's all from Leah. I don't know if anyone else has anything they want to do. Oh, but so, um, uh, Sophie, you can obviously describe the cookies, but when Leah just rushes back into the kitchen, comes out with this like gigantic pumpkin pie and a couple of jars of jam with some toast, just like plain toast, and she goes, "So they made you a pumpkin pie, delicious with a massive pumpkin, and pear jam because I know pears are your thing, with toast to go with it because for some reason you have a thing for bread."
I kind of do. Yeah, it's my favorite. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Happy birthday.
You see Ford go bright red.
Well, yeah, eat it up, enjoy the meal, and I guess tomorrow we can start working on the mic thing. But tonight, let's just enjoy.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what they do.
Yep. So you guys continue through the night, just kind of relaxing, resting, not really paying too much mind about what's, not thinking too hard about what's going on in town, and just relaxing. Sylvia will actually be in the next room, aligning a bunch of windows and gems and crystals to converge light kind of into her chest, and she kind of almost shuts down for the remainder of the night, where this moonlight and energy is just kind of focused into her, and it's almost like she's charging. But you get the assumption that she's kind of refilling herself, and just completely is unavailable. And you guys kind of begin partying and relaxing and resting and forgetting the woes, and you have a small little belated birthday party, and yeah, that's how you kind of conclude your night. And the next,
so one thing Leah is gonna do is she's going to take the blocks of marble she requested, and she's going to use that and her mason's tools to fix the flooring of Sylvia's little dance area.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's sweet.
That's what you were kind of doing.
Really sweet.
Yes. So with the goblins, they brought in the marble, of course, when they brought in the item for Gale. So yeah, that's when you can spend, once everyone kind of retires and goes to sleep, you can spend a part of the night to kind of do that. And I'll just say that by morning, you'll have gotten a decent amount of rest, but also repaired and kind of fixed up the floor until it shines this like beautiful marbled white, and you almost can't even see the seams in between the marble steps.
Dang.
It's cool.
Rock people.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think when Cedar wakes up, she's like, "All right, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna go and like solve a mystery or something?"
Yes.
Been cooped up in the house for days, and I'm bored. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hey Kiddus, you up for speaking with some dead people? Do you want a piggyback ride there? Are you good for walking? You look dead.
We're walking. So Kittis kind of like gets up and she's just like ties her shot glass back on.
That's a sentence.
Said every frat boy.
Gets her bonsai tree and her spell book, and she's like, "It's all fixed." Yep.
So,
Let's go.
assuming you guys are going to the farmstead.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. I may have to. I can do another sort of 10 minutes or so. If you guys want to continue on without me, feel free to. I'm just really tired tonight.
I'll go, bud.
Handful.
I had like 3 different people talking at once there. Can we try that again, please?
Oh,
You're good.
understandable.
All good. All good, all good.
Oh, sorry, the tism took hold for a second. I was like, oh.
No problem.
Yeah, no worries at
Awesome.
all.
Awesome.
How
Thanks.
dare you leave? How dare you? We're not responsible for any deals that might happen to Gale when you leave.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No.
This is when the real birthday gift happens. He gets cursed or something.
Oh gosh.
No, nothing bad's gonna happen. Why would
I
I?
don't trust it when you say it.
So,
No offense.
you guys spend the better part of the morning kind of traveling down. It takes about an hour to really kind of cross the city by foot. And you notice kind of the same atmosphere where there's a couple more stores open than there were yesterday. And so not really anyone really paid attention to that except for Cedar, but what Cedar kind of notices is that maybe twice as many stores are open, but still it's only about a quarter of the stores in the entire city. And so, like, you kind of think a little bit like, oh, this is kind of weird. How do they keep the economy going? How are people, like, really getting supplies and stuff if, like, the stores are closed like this? But it doesn't really, like, resonate with you too much. You're just like, oh, more people are open today. And so you kind of walk through, and when you get to the farmstead eventually, you see Mike just sitting in the middle of his kind of cornfields, and he's with his arms almost like methodically kind of chopping the corn stalks and then like placing them into the ground to kind of dry them a little bit. And he's just kind of does this repeated movement and then goes to the next row, and he's not even really, his head kind of spins, but his arm kind of stays like still cutting. As he's able to like kind of see you, but he just still is just doing his thing, and then looks back at his corn stalks and really doesn't pay you too much mind. And so he basically just outright ignores you as you guys kind of walk up to the front of his house.
But so Leia will take the spell scroll and cast Speak with Dead.
Okay. So you're gonna do it with the scroll, and then okay. But Kidus has also learned it too.
Well,
so
I looked it up. Apparently, wizards can't learn Speak with Dead.
I have it.
Huh. Okay then. Never mind. For some reason it says you can't, but I guess you can.
hold on one second.
Like, I just typed it in and it pulled it up.
Huh. Neat.
So unless I actually got it somehow as a homebrew, but it says additional wizard spells.
That's what it is. It's a Tasha's Cauldron of Everything thing.
Yeah, and
So, okay.
communication, social.
So then the spell scroll no longer exists. Because you transcribed it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have it in your spellbook now.
Yeah, this is Bard Cleric, technically, yeah, on paper.
Yeah, but because of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, wizards can grab it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was thinking too, and it's along the same lines of a necromantic spell, so I wouldn't keep it out of reach of the party, just given the fact that you have a Kidus in your party. So,
Right.
I didn't even pay that any attention. So yeah, so Kidus can know it after transcribing it in your book from your own spell book and everything, and then yes, you can cast it with the scroll one time to have it kind of vanish to use
Well,
up.
so the spell scroll, just how it works is the spell scroll vanishes once it's transcribed.
Okay. Then yeah, so Kidus would know it. But if you wanted to use it, then that's fine too. Just because I know that was your intention, so that's fine.
Yeah.
If by the way, we're passing the field, does Kidus see the drugs?
You do see the purple cabbages, yeah.
Okay.
Was that what everybody's been getting high off of?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You should have seen. Well, no, probably wouldn't know. It'd have been a good idea to bring you there.
Mm-hmm.
The entire household was high. Like, most of the people in that house were high. And then that included Gale and Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so where am I casting?
And she'll point to the pile of dirt.
Okay, do we have to dig them up first?
It's probably best, but technically no.
Technically, no.
Okay.
I mean,
She'll she'll dig up the dead body.
Oh god. I'm thinking of the
um,
TV movie
yeah,
right now.
he's not buried very. It's a very shallow. Like it looks like literally he was put there and then dirt was pushed on top of him, with just like a couple of rocks mixed in. Like it was just very haphazard.
Yeah.
And so you kind of, it's not difficult. You can kind of just do it by pushing the dirt out of the way. And Speak Was Dead is cast.
And, I'm sorry. Can I retcon something super quick? This is something I meant to do.
Sure.
Can I have the mayor come with us? Because I need proof. If they don't, but if we just walk in and say, "Hey,"
sure, but I will say that he agreed to go with you, provided you carry him, because he's just exhausted, and
Sure.
so he's like just like slothing on your shoulders, essentially in a piggyback ride, and barely awake.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Kittis walks up and she's just like, "All right, you got the dude and everything set." Okay, and she casts the spell.
Okay. Brief, cryptic, or repetitive. Of course, it's under no truthful answers. If you're hostile, recognize you're an enemy. Okay. It's only animated spirit. That's of course. Okay. So I'm just learning the confines of my roleplay here. All right. So he kind of pops up and is like, and he's just kind of looking around.
Do you know how you died?
Murder.
Can you tell me who it was that murdered you?
Robot Warforged Mechanical Man Soulless.
Leah's going to. Can I quickly sketch out using my performance skill? Can I kind of sketch out a drawing of Sylvia?
Sure.
I'm fine if this takes a couple minutes as long as the spell is still active when I'm done.
Yeah, you could probably do a crude drawing in like a minute or two. It wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Like kind of a character work more than that's right. But
like a giant head, like
as long as it like semi looks like Sylvia.
Yeah. Well, their faces are pretty vastly different. She's made to kind of mimic like a humanish type of face, whereas he is just like his head is just very small beady eyes.
Can you tell me, was it this person or that person that killed you?
Hit me in the back with tendrils, seaweed spaghetti, electrocution. Hit me in the back. It hurt.
You know what they sounded like?
Bebop, X gonna give it to you.
Okay, we're looking for Ryan Reynolds. I mean, yeah, more than normal.
Right.
On that note, I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah.
Got to leave on a high note. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the session, guys. You too, internet. Bye.
How's it going, bud?
And
happy belated birthday.
And also, thank you, and thank you for the awesome in-universe gifts. Those are fantastic, especially the little clockwork dial. I'm gonna use that a lot.
Fun.
Anyway, I will leave you guys now. Have a good one. See ya.
Bye.
Rest up.
So,
trying
out of the how many questions do we have left?
One.
Help.
If anyone has any ideas, go ahead and ask it.
Trying to help. trying to help.
Candace kind of hops down. She doesn't say anything, but she looks at where he was hit.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
So he had what looked to be, they're not deep enough to be bullet holes, but they are holes in his back from like leads that seem to then produce burns around the wounds. So it looked almost like tasers, but like really
Okay.
high powered tasers.
Making interesting.
Actually, following that same vein, can Leah go look at the impact wounds, and were they more like forceful or more graceful, for lack of better terms?
Oh, like forceful or precise?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty roll of medicine then.
Okay. That is a 16.
Gotcha. No, these were not like. This doesn't seem. They went into the skin, or from what you can
Mm-hmm.
tell, and it was made to kind of electrocute. There was no, like, it wasn't made to break or bend or like crack. You know what I mean? This didn't.
Okay, yeah,
This
yeah.
definitely didn't seem to be strength based for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This was like strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. On the mind link, I go, hey, Leah, I have a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of an idea.
Okay.
If we can figure out which one has electrocution tendrily thingies, we might be able to figure out who did it. And we have a bit of a secret weapon on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Candace also goes with the mind link. He does need one more question to go to sleep.
Yeah, we'll give him the question.
Release me.
Oh,
Release me now.
any other questions? Anybody?
So tell me, DM, is Sylvia more slender than Mike?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
She has a natural
Um,
strength, so her armor is less. So she
mhm.
doesn't need it as much for protection because she's naturally just her not endoskeleton, but her skeletal structure is just it's more like together. Her armor's more inside.
Mhm. So Leah's gonna go. Um, when this figure approached you, were things almost shaking a little bit as if there was an unnatural force behind the footsteps?
No, just the bebops. The bebops were. Bebop were.
Don't hurt
Didn't
to take
see it,
seriously.
didn't hear it, just the bebop were. And the corpse falls dead. Again.
Mm-hmm.
Back on the mind link. Okay, if we can figure out the tendril thing, we'll have whoever did it. And when it comes to asking questions and curiosity, a bit of a secret weapon on our hands here. In the shape of Sylvia's best friend. You can ask her if she's got those like electric
Yeah.
tendrils. And most likely she would not suspect it coming from you.
Okay. Can I take some of the drugs?
What?
No.
No.
No, not to take it, just to grab one.
Oh. Sorry. That was so that was the phrasing.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Why, may I ask?
I want to know how drugs work.
Um,
Write it in the journal.
he's right. Yeah. Okay. So Mike is right behind you guys. And he's got basically an eggplant cabbage in his hand. And he's
Can I take some of your drugs?
he's like, please take them for yourself. Spread them around the village. They're free to anyone who wants them. It's my contribution to this wonderful city that let me in.
Yeah.
Oh, on the mind leash, she goes, Kiss.
Hmm?
You could probably play the curious kid card with Mike too. Honestly, you should do it. Go. Ask him the questions.
What are your drugs made of? She kind of like picks like up some of the plant.
Well, and he kind of looks at you, and he was like, I made one hell of a deal, right? And I don't remember Mike's personality too well, but he is, so I made a really, really interesting deal, and basically I got seeds, and these seeds are actually made out of a concept. So much like my charges that I used to run on, they were made out of pieces of a whole. The seeds that I make, and he kind of unscrews his core for a second and then pops out 3 or 4 more seeds and then screws it back up. I make them out of concept.
What concept?
High. Ecstasy and high. I make them out of pure happiness, much like the feeling you get when you eat chocolate. Or a soul.
Candace like kind of turns over to him. She's like, What do you mean?
Well, come with me, and you'll see
Willy Wonka.
a land of pure inebriation. And he basically just begins singing the song, and he does like this little dance, and he clicks his heels, and he's just, I plant my seeds, and they grow your freedom. And he basically...
It's the meth head Oompa Loompa from the Glasgow incident.
And he's basically just singing to you now about how he makes these plants out of the concept of pure ecstasy.
And so while he's distracted with that, Leah's gonna pull out her compass and say electrifying tendrils.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, your compass just spins in a circle, which indicates you're there.
Oh.
Much like when you were flying over the city in the broad picture, remember how it spun and then reoriented back towards the city? So you know that as in you're pretty much there.
So then Leah is going to pop Zone of Truth. What's up?
I was just gonna say, could I use a geomancy spell to actually sense what's underground instead of shift it?
Like Toph.
You would get some level of feedback, but I don't know if it would necessarily... I don't know how effective that would be. There's a deception of 15-foot radius sphere and center of a point your choice within range of the spell creatures use. The spell area is the first time transferred to fails if creatures can't speak. Deliberate lie. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So it is a charisma. What am I rolling against?
16.
Gotcha. His best stat. So he sees the zone of truth, and he hesitates for a second, but you kind of caught him off guard because he was just honest, and he was just singing this whole song about like literally, and then he's like, and then you get zoned to truth, and he was like, I have no intention about lying about what my plants are made out of. And he kind of just stops and the tone changes.
No, I know that. And tell me, did he succeed or fail? Because I would know.
He did not attempt to deceive. No.
Okay. Well, no, but did he succeed on the save? Because I know if they fail or if they succeed.
No, he did not.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. Look, I'm not trying anything. I'm trying to. We have the mayor here. I'm trying to help prove your innocence. And so I was wondering, do you know the how this man died? And she gestures to the shallow grave.
He was electrocuted.
Do you know who electrocuted him?
I'm trying to find something here. I know exactly who electrocuted him.
What?
I know exactly who electrocuted him.
Who was it?
And he kind of twitches a little bit, and he's like, X10 did it.
Ooh, that's not what we wanted to hear.
But don't worry. I'm Mike.
Oh, wait a sec.
And Leah's going to just start walking, and she's going to interpose herself in between the mayor and Mike.
Good idea.
Like Dana was?
I'm wondering if it's like because okay, Cedar's gonna on the mind link go. This is only confirming my theory about the goblins using soul magic. Just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if maybe Mike is the soul that's now kind of in there.
What is powering your cord?
I don't know. I did not ask questions. I merely freed myself. Freed myself.
Oh gosh.
Did you murder this man?
I'm Mike. Mike. X10 murdered. X10 murdered. Mike. Isn't
and
that
she
odd?
says over the mind. She says over the mind link. Look, from my theory, just from what we've gathered over the last minute, he killed Mike and kind of like shifts her eyes over towards the grave, and then took his name.
Ask him. Ask him. He can't lie.
Where did you get the name Mike?
Goblins. Goblins made me realize my name was Mike.
Cedar goes, called it. She's just on the side like going, I called
Where
it.
did you get your name?
My parents.
So, goblins are my parents.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I've done nothing wrong. I'm a farmer.
Okay, calm down. I was about to tell you to take a deep breath, but you're warforged, so you don't have lungs. Just okay. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to help.
I was given this farm to farmer Mike.
Okay, why did it? Who gave you this farm?
I inherited it.
How?
The deed. I had the deed.
How did you get the deed?
I had the deed and presented it. I own the farm.
Did the goblins give you the deed?
No,
Did X10 give you the deed?
X10 did the deed. X10. And he attempts to step out of the zone of truth.
No.
Leah's going to, as he takes a step back, Leah takes a step forward.
Sorry, I'm just now picturing Leah just chasing him around the farm.
the Benny Hill.
Tell me The truth will set you free!
I do not wish to talk anymore. The voices, conflicting voices,
Okay.
not able to give you a straight answer.
I think you're among company that understands that. Tell us what's going on.
I'm farming. I'm
No,
a
I
farmer.
mean up here.
I need to water and grow and toil and rotate.
Okay, before you do all that, who was Mike before this? Before you came here?
I don't know. Mike isn't from here, so I'm Mike.
Well, that's lovely. I think we should. Yeah, well, thank you for, you've been very helpful.
What happens if you stop growing these? Last question.
Then the village won't like me, so I grow them, so the village likes me. Village likes Mike.
The village could like you even without drugs.
Mike has no use if can't help village.
Mike,
Take village. Take farm.
Take village.
hey Mike, take it from me. If people only like you because of the use that you have to them, they are not worth it. Okay? I had to learn that the hard way. Maybe you can learn it without the hard way.
Take more. Take more. And he goes and he picks up 2 more purple eggplant cabbages and he hands them to you. Enjoy more. Enjoy. Enjoy more. Like Mike. Enjoy more.
We like you without it, okay? Not because of what you can do, but because you seem like a genuinely nice person, Mike.
Are you in the zone of truth?
Yes, actually.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sierra feels really sorry for Mike.
And
She's like, oh, this poor
all
little
of a
guy.
sudden, my prediction of we won't be able to kill him because Sophie's gonna get attached to him.
I'm not gonna get, well, we're gonna just put a pin in that. I haven't decided yet if...
They haven't decided if
goes-
murder's the right choice.
I haven't decided if murder is the vibe today.
And I seriously, she's been sitting here saying, I'm like, we're not gonna be able to kill this dude because you're gonna also feel bad for him, and then we're not gonna be able to kill him. And then she's like, no, that won't happen.
We were saying, no, you're saying that we wouldn't be able to kill
What's up,
Sylvia.
Leah's gonna say to the mayor, look, why don't you head home? We'll take care of the rest of this. I don't want anything to happen to you just in case.
Yeah. I clearly don't trust Mike. Did he kill this man? And take his
Undetermined.
farm? You brought me here for proof and all I have is more questions.
We were hoping.
Mood. Sierra flat out goes, mood.
And his like,
Look,
okay.
we'll discuss that later. Yeah?
Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, Mike. Yes, Mayor. Yes. I'm gonna take a cabbage. Please enjoy. Please, like Mike. Like Mike. And the mayor grabs a cabbage and like backs away slowly backwards and then turns and walks away from the farm.
Teresa's giving me a look, and I don't think I deserve it.
I think you deserve it. We gotta him.
And
He
so
is
as
clearly in need of help.
so does Mike just like go back to farming?
I just realized the cameras were messed up. Because
I mean, we can still see most of us. Ah, that's worse.
That's funny. That's so that. Oh my.
Alright, hang on. I only
Just-
have one way to fix this. Hold on.
This is entertaining.
Bear with me. Hold on.
But no, like before we talked about Sylvia and potential that she might be the problem. I
If he starts
stated in the
going
very
on,
beginning that when we were first given this assignment, I'm like, we're not gonna be able to kill this dude because you're gonna feel bad for him and have sympathy and like, we gotta help him.
Sorry that I have compassion and a soft heart, okay?
But the thing is I wouldn't be telling you this and getting on and like picking on you about this if you said, no, I won't.
I can't say that because then I might lie.
You said, no, I won't. And then I'm like, okay. And now.
So, alright. So you guys deliberate that. Leo, what's
So
your plan?
Does Mike go back to like just farming and dealing with shit?
Is he out of the zone of truth or no?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, the moment he's out of the...
She drops the spell.
Gotcha. The moment he's out of the zone, his demeanor goes back to normal. Or normal-ish. And he just goes right back to farming.
Okay. And because I really don't trust him at all in any capacity.
I feel sorry for him, but I don't trust him.
Leah's gonna walk up behind him and just like think to herself, "Sorry, buddy." Hit him over the head. Full power.
Roll a perception really quick.
That was the wrong time to take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17.
Okay. You see what looks to be rolled up coils on the back of his model. So he has black rolled up coils that kind of run the back of his body, and they go up and attach to kind of things on the back of his head. So you can actually see visibly, once you kind of inspect him from the back, like rolled up coils. And you hit him back of the head full force?
Full force.
All right.
Divine Smite, all 3d6.
Oh,
Okay.
you really need full force.
What's your intention?
I'm taking this guy out.
Oh, okay. So this is
God.
combat.
Oh,
No.
oh, we're just gonna. Oh,
So-
no.
oh no.
I don't trust him.
All right. Roll your attack roll.
I guess this is Leah's arc.
22.
Okay. You smack the shit out of him. And you basically bash the crap out of him. And he goes, wrong choice to hit X10. His eyes pitch red. And I think that's where we'll pause for the day.
Love it. Well, wait, before we pause, how much damage did I do?
Well, you hit him, so roll damage.
Love it. That's more what I was asking, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
Oh my
4,
gosh.
6, 5d8.
I love how we're over here like, oh, should we be nice to him? Should we be nice, Leo? It just like makes the decision.
It's hard.
I'm here for it. I love it.
I'm so excited for this fight.
Did it make the noise of the Taco Bell commercial?
3
Dong.
no.
38 points of damage.
38. Okay. Oh.
I need it to sound like the Taco Bell noise.
That's canonly, just a bong. But yes, so that was session. We'll go ahead and end here, and we'll start next session
That was
with
awesome.
resolution of combat.
Love it.
Oh, thank goodness though, because my max.
Thanks for everybody
why'd you go
joining.
into combat?
Come
Why?
on.